And just like Asian food, man, you can't never get enough. Shit don't fill you up.
That's a fact right there.
Be hungry 2 hours later after you spent $80 on a fucking. Damn. I'm about to go watch Super Mario Brothers shit in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Man, I fell asleep with that shit.
You did?
Hell yeah, man! I was hella tired. I had just got off work.
I don't know why that surprises me. I don't even know why it sounded surprised right there.
I went to the car, blood, left my daughter in the theater with her mama.
And fell asleep. Damn.
Went to the car, woke up, they coming out of the movie. Talking about, it was good. I bet it was, motherfucker. I ain't want to be in that bitch snoring.
Yeah. Fucking up the movie and shit.
Yeah.
When kids are quiet in my house, they eat and shit.
Yeah, but kids are fucking, bro.
My kids are normally like tearing up some shit when they get quiet.
Nigga, I remember
something is getting fucked up
my
somewhere.
kids was standing in my kitchen cabinet eating shit. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna leave out because I know when I come back, you better not be in there again.
No, there ain't no more.
I'm just carrying on tradition.
Tripping. How the hell Kyle gonna tell us he going live on Instagram? Oh, I was gonna talk shit.
You know Kyle, man.
All right, go ahead.
This girl probably called him right now. Hey, don't forget to vacuum, okay?
Yeah. And when I get there, I want my ass ate, okay?
She said rice is really hard to get out the carpet. So can you?
the teriyaki sauce spilled on the.
Yeah, I'm talking shit about my boy, man.
They love you a long time.
Yeah, rice is hard to get out the carpet.
Black dudes be having white girls wearing dashikis and shit. This nigga Kyle gonna be in here in kung fu outfits.
Bruce
Kung Fu in the
Hey, listen. I'm about to get me a construction outfit pretty soon, boy. With hard hat and Timberland boots.
Everybody be on YMCA status.
Village people.
Hell no, nigga.
I remember all that woofing Kyle was doing about all like dark skinned girls and Latinas. Nigga, what happened? You got some Asian persuasion to turn your whole life around. Credit score went up 50 points.
Yeah, man, for real. But no, that's a fact. But to my defense, I did think she was Hispanic when I first met her.
Was she Filipino?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Spaniard. Same shit. They all got conquered by the Spaniards.
Not conquered.
What happens, homie? You know?
No,
everybody got conquered by somebody.
No.
I like it.
Happens to the best of them.
Bro, I'm ready for this fucking concert in Vegas, bro. I gotta get these rooms right. I'm after Hawaii Combo, see if that code's still good or not. Because I know it's his employee shit, so I don't know if he gotta like.
Hey, Max, look up further, fella. You found him.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, Combo.
What's cracking?
What's up? Hey, if you get fired yet?
Yeah.
Nah, but I did look online. They was hiring for 2 new maintenance people, so I don't know.
Oh shit.
Oh damn. They gonna make you train your replacement. So they did to me.
How to drink and sleep. I heard you say you trying to get the code. Yeah, that sure should still work if it don't work. Cause did you try it before?
No, I had made a whole reservation with it.
And did it go through?
It went through as far as the reservation, but I haven't paid anything. That's why I'm trying to see if I could just pay it off. Where it's like, hey, my room already paid for. I don't give a fuck what y'all gotta tell me. You know, like I should pay.
Sometimes they might ask, like some hotels, they might ask for me to be there. My coworker was telling me that, but I can probably call and be like, look, my brother about to come in first. I'm sending my stuff over. I got a layover, but yeah, I'm on my way.
Your brother's American?
Yeah. What's that? What's wrong with that?
Because think about it, because my name is Juan, so it ain't going.
Max,
You know what I'm saying?
Max got
They
a
gonna be like,
blacker
oh
name
yeah,
than you, so shit.
Hey, he do got a blacker name. He got a more Mexican name than me.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. The situation might work, and that we still got the friends and family code, which works regardless. Like I don't have to be there for.
Hey, yo, so Mex, right? Whenever you fill out like the paperwork and shit, right? When it says race, what do you put down? Do you just put other?
I put other, yeah,
Other. Okay.
or
Why
mix.
you lying though?
I put more than 2 races
Why?
because I am.
Really? I don't. I put nothing. I literally put nothing.
I put white.
What 2 races are you?
I put huge dick.
In a
Hey,
way, KO
Big
Smith.
Dog Willie got a new he got a new goat.
Big Dog Willie drunk.
Man, what's up with you,
Anyway,
girl?
KO, Spence, Mike Tyson,
What's up with you, girl?
Nancy Reagan. Facts.
Damn,
up
what
with
Nancy Reagan do?
What you about to get into?
In a way.
I'm trying
Which
to
in
get
a way
in
though?
He's like, in a way.
The little brother or the big brother? The monster or the other one?
21? How old are you? Oh no, nah, man.
Now I'm trying to see where the Las Vegas Fairgrounds is at because I might get a telly at the closest hotel because there's in and outs.
What
Bro, in and out trash, bro.
what
In and
what
out is nasty as fuck.
No. I'm saying there's in and outs from the festival, so you can leave and come
these
back
niggas,
whenever.
Oh,
So
these
for that
niggas
Saturday, I'm trying to just get a room closest to the fairgrounds.
Oh,
Hey,
so
what
when
concert is it?
motherfuckers you performing don't want to see, you can just cut.
Yeah,
What
me and wifey go back and get it in real quick, come back, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Did you say wifey?
concert?
yeah.
You
Did
know
you
what I'm
say
saying?
wifey Mex?
That's wifey, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh,
He been married, man.
he
That
claiming
shit
it.
been over
Oh
with.
man, he out the game.
Man, he been out the game for hella long.
It's
Hang it.
over.
That
It's
night
over
that he
Put my
now.
keys back.
that
Hey,
night that he posted
hang
her
up
in
your
her
bucket
underwear,
hat.
that was the night he was right.
I got my bucket hat.
The night that he posted her in her underwear was the night she became wifey.
I did not post her in the fucking underwear, bruh.
Hey,
You
hey,
had
hey, Coop.
We seen something, Mex.
her.
I'm just,
Hey, hey,
I'm
When?
hey,
just
Coop.
saying. I'm just saying.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Coop.
Birthday
You
night
know,
was her
I
birthday
done
night.
your birthday
I
night.
use a lot of Mex hair this Sunday for them Easter baskets.
That stringy shit.
You came on live. You came
That
on live. I think
tinsel.
it was your birthday night or her birthday night. One of y'all birthdays I had went out. Y'all
Mhm.
was lit. I
Yeah,
was like, I thought Max fuck with Bigums. He's small.
yeah. It's all good though, Mex.
Yeah, it's good. It wasn't
Max
no
would
popular
never do
podcast.
nothing like that.
It wasn't like no popular podcast, so it was okay.
Bro, that didn't happen.
Hey,
Pull it
y'all
up.
ain't gonna
Clip
let me
it.
go.
Yeah, okay. It didn't happen.
You're a clipper. Clip it.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, so is that concert that one Lovers and Friends thing that you was talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Give me those donuts.
Lovers
No,
and friends.
these are powder donuts. Y'all gonna have powder everywhere.
Ding, 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 ding.
Some powder.
Oh, what is it like, baby?
Mm.
So
You giving your
Hey,
vibrating
Circus
kids power.
kind of cheap though.
Man, Circus is ass cheeks, bro. Come on.
But it's right across the street from the fairground, from the festival grounds.
I got you.
Like damn near connected. I could probably sniper shoot all the people right there from that.
Oh, dude, you can't say shit like that.
I just did.
Now, if
Stuck
something
it.
happens, we going viral.
Well, here's your chance to get on. Ooh, 211 with taxes? Circus.
Take your kid with you, Max.
Why would I take my kid with me, bro? I'm going to a Lovers Friends concert to have fun and do things.
Nasty shit.
She don't need you.
So is your girl allowed to work yet? Do you allow her to
What?
get a job again? Did you allow your girl to get a job again?
She been had a job.
Oh, you let her go back? You let her get a
No,
job?
she ain't working at the bar.
Oh, damn.
Hey, so
He
Monster
cut
anyway.
their water off.
The bar
That's
the
cut
bar
their
was
water off.
her the bar was her
Side
Side
hustle.
it's a
thing.
side job. Yeah. She
Yeah.
a dental assistant.
So are you paying her side money?
Hell no,
Since you
nigga, what the
hated on
fuck?
it?
Yeah,
He
he
said
is.
her lay
Yeah,
on
he
the
is.
side.
Yes, he is.
He
Yes,
said
he
lay
is.
on the side.
Cool. That nigga paying that side money, dog. Don't
Yeah.
the nigga lie to you,
Stop
bro.
Yeah,
playing,
she
bro.
wouldn't be with him if he wasn't.
That nigga said
Look
I'm
at Max.
grinding just to pay her side bills.
Look at
Why you
Max.
lying?
Come on, man. Y'all know Max is. You know Max is that one of those incels that he was talking about last night.
Hey,
Don't
you
you
know how
ever?
you know how
I
you
just
know
got a clip
he
that made
paying her
him
bills?
sound really gay.
Hey, listen, you know how you know he paying her bills?
I ain't paying nobody bills of my own, playboy.
Hey,
What?
Mexico.
Wait, why, Cal? Why
Mexico.
do you act? Wait, hold on.
Mexico.
Why can't I ask
Look,
him when we
cool.
know what he
Wait,
doing?
hold on. Wait.
Let me say
Kyle
Cal
don't
be
laugh
like,
at us be talking.
you know why he paying her bills, and then wait for us to say something. Nigga, just say it.
I gotta.
He learned
Hey,
from Kyle
listen.
Davis.
I need. Hey, check it out though, right?
Bruh.
Oh man. Hey, the nigga Mex already told us he'll do anything for a woman, but fuck
Shut
bitches.
the fuck up.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I get the world to it, but I don't love hoes.
Hey, Kev. Hey, Kev.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
I just clipped something up, man, to make you sound real gay. I'm
Seriously?
about to drop it. Yeah.
Don't do that, Combo.
He's all proud.
You
Yeah.
You gonna
Don't
do
do
it
that.
to him on his birthday?
Yeah, that's a birthday.
Don't do that,
Yeah,
Combo.
you know what I'm saying? He say, look. He say, look. Some men are just some men are not handsome, and ugly men, like, it makes it sound like he like, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, this clip. I'm saying, oh, got
Kev
him.
been saying some suspect shit
I
lately.
was trying to get
Hey
Max.
man, you know
Max,
it's the
Max said,
motherfucking wine, man.
It was
It's the
the wine,
wine. Yeah, man. That was the wine.
all right, let's see what I'm about to drink.
Bruh,
Get some
I
water,
know.
nigga. Damn, get
Hold
some
the
water.
fuck up.
Don't
You better
disrespect
buy
my kidneys
a
like that.
gallon of water, bruh.
Hey, let me get a bottle. How you doing, Salam? Can I get a
Bruh.
bottle of
This
Nigga
man just went to the
ain't
store last night and brought some Nearest Brothers or some
the other
shit.
one?
A big ass bottle.
Yeah.
It is now, what, 3 o'clock out there?
I need that. Do y'all
it's
have?
4
I know
o'clock
y'all
or
have. Do you
Combo
have
at.
steps at all? I know y'all can.
This nigga drink all day.
Bruh. That nigga need help.
7 summers ago. Yo, I've been thinking about taking up a career in singing.
Nigga, don't even think about that shit no more.
Nah, for real. Hey, I'm really thinking about doing this shit.
Yeah, man.
You know.
If you could be a singer, I can be a fitness instructor.
Oh damn.
I'm sorry. I was
Impossible.
like, why I gotta? Okay, let's see. All right. No, and I don't like receipts. Just like the alcohol. All right, I'm a singer now.
Bruh, what the fuck?
I wonder how many
Combo, you
times.
gotta make your own drink. Fuck it.
I was trying to, though. I'm really trying to, but I don't think I can taste all that different type of alcohol, man. I don't know. You know, I don't like to drink like that. So I kept saying
You said you don't like to do what?
Drink.
This nigga gotta lie so much.
Why everybody got quiet?
Cause you're sitting here telling the fucking lie.
Be doing Don Julio today.
Kyle, you still live on Instagram?
I can do that easy.
Never went. I had to pick my daughter up, so yeah, I had to.
Hey, I said go and put that back.
I'm gonna go live after I pick my other daughter up. So like 1:45.
That shit won't. Hey man, I'm thinking about suing the whole Hayward Unified School District. So I called them today and I asked them how did they let my baby mama transfer my daughter out of Hayward Unified School District if she's not on any paperwork for the school or nothing. Like for the last 3 years, I'm the only person on the paperwork. I enroll her all the shit. They like, we don't get involved in domestic disputes. I said, it ain't no fucking domestic dispute. I'm asking, how did y'all let her get transferred out of school by a parent who's not her guardian? Like, and then y'all been knew about this shit before today and didn't even let me know that y'all knew. You feel me? Ah, man, I'm gonna sue their ass.
Oh shit, bitch, hurry up on me. Damn. Every time I'm about to get some side pussy, this bitch calls me.
It's a sign.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm addicted to fucking my man's baby mother.
It's,
She just keep hitting me, cuz.
Combo.
what the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Love, so many things I have to tell you.
I know that ain't Kev over there singing again.
Hell no.
No, that wasn't me. Don't be
Man,
stupid.
what the
That shit was terrible.
For
Kev,
real.
get the
Nah,
Go
hey,
quit your day job.
I'm
Man, we
really
got it.
about to start doing that shit for real. Watch.
So,
I'm be
hey, I got a
singing
question,
my
man.
ass
I got
off.
a question. First of all, this is the boxing section, so I ain't got no questions. Fuck it. But what y'all think, man? Y'all finally happy to see Fedora go down? I am. I'm not a hater. I just like to see Mexicans get beat.
It just sounds like the natural consistency of everybody as they was waiting for Fedora downfall.
I was just
I ain't
happy
hate.
to see a fucking knockout. I ain't.
There was a
You
lot
know
of
why?
knockouts on.
He tries to act like it's so easy. And that whole, I spar with my sister. Motherfucker, you spar with your little sister. Okay.
Hey man,
Man,
I seen 5 knockouts on Saturday. That was great.
Yeah. Ain't go wrong with the knockouts.
I need half and half. I need a half and half black tea. And yeah. So I'll pick her up. I need to throw these condoms out. Yeah, I was happy to see him. I was just because he keeps trying to act like it's so easy. He's like, oh yeah, this is like, come on, dude, cut that shit out, man.
He's
You
going
doping.
back to the drawing board.
Yeah, he got to. That chin, I told you, he's bad too. He just got caught. The same thing that happened is gonna happen with Ryan. Standing straight up like a dum.
Yeah, this nigga talking about.
Nah, man, Ryan is gonna Ryan next Saturday is gonna look like Floyd Mayweather.
Nah.
Just watch.
And what's up with these half-ass call-outs too, man? Like these motherfucking niggas. If you gonna call somebody out, cuz call them out. I ain't trying to hear. Hey, you got a black tea? How much you want?
What, Karen?
$5. Oh shit! I thought I had 5 cash on me. Hold on, let me see if I got cash. You take Apple Pay? Oh shit! All right. Damn, well, nobody carry cash no more. If I had my Skittles, I would have my cash. You take? Here you go. I'm gonna ask you. You take weed? Do you take weed, sir? Do you take weed? Can I pay you in marijuana? But y'all heard that half-ass call out?
What call out, bro? What call out?
That half-ass. Oh, the guy from the other street wants you to know from the guy across the street. Y'all hear y'all talk. Come on, bro. Say his name.
What's understood don't need to be explained, my boy.
Say nah. You gotta say his name. Don't fake it. Don't say, oh, the guy from across
Everybody
the street.
knows who we talking about, bro.
You put the name on it.
You
put
right.
the name on it. The same way when I went at Jay, you see how I put the name on it? I was like, yeah, Jay. Don't half-ass it.
Well, Jay don't want nothing to do with your black ass.
Man, she gonna have everything to do with my black ass. Watch, it's gonna be a baby combo running around the bay.
It's already 5 baby combos.
Nah, not around the bay though. I'm like, this is the realest motherfucker in the bay. What's your father's name? He was like Combo. Some nigga named Combo I never met.
This nigga crazy.
I came up with the conclusion I'm done taking care of my kids. These bitches want to make it hard.
Juanito.
I'm gonna be a deadbeat.
Hey,
But if I be a
Juanito.
deadbeat, they give it to me.
Ain't that crazy how the game go?
Yeah. This man half ass falling out. Bum ass man. Shakur and Devin talking about he gonna stay down there. He gonna stay. Come on, man. He's already draining the hell out of himself. I wonder how much bigger Shakur's gonna get though.
Yeah, big motherfucker right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't gonna do nothing but keep blowing. I don't want him to outgrow his potential. Like, I don't want him to get to the point where he's too big. But his skill set, man, the motherfucker can box. I give it to him. He can box. And he must have some pop. He must have some pop on those punches because of the way he was afraid to engage with him. He got some power. Don't let that pretty boy smile and them curly hair fool you. The boy must got some power because he was not trying to get hit like that.
Hey,
Did you
what did
notice
y'all
that?
think about Keyshawn's performance though?
He looked good against the person he's supposed to look good against.
Yeah. What's the dude name he fought? Yigit or some shit like that? Anthony Yigit.
He looked good. So like that's the problem I have with a lot of these fighters. They look good against people they're supposed to look good against. So that's why
Mix
I
is
say
backstage, Cal.
that's why I said Big Baby
I
may be ready for
already
a
let
tier
him back
2.
in. Then he fell off. I
Oh
don't know what
damn.
the hell Max got going on, man. Max got to get
That's
him
why
shit together.
I feel like Big Baby's ready for a tier 2 heavyweight. Like he's ready to fight a tier 2 heavyweight. I would like to see him in Wilder. Like it'll be a good
Bro,
fight.
would you stop saying that, bro?
If he fights Wilder, he is going to get knocked the fuck out the first round.
He needs to fight another tier 2 fighter. He's watching
Wilder
these level 2.
is the wrong one
He's
right
watching
now.
these tier 3 fighters. He needs to fight a tier 2 fighter. He's not ready for a tier 1. He's not ready for a Fury or a fucking Ruiz. But he's ready for a Wilder. He's ready for if Grandpa wants to get up again. Luis, he's ready for those guys. Even Luis might be a good challenge for him to see how he can outbox a 60-year-old man. Let's see if he can, outbox a 60-year-old man. What?
Do you think that if he fought Wilder, that he could win?
I think depending on what Wilder mind looks like Wilder's a tier 2 fighter. So if you outlast that punch, you got him.
How many people outlasted that punch?
He ain't fight nobody that's damn big. You know what? People that's that big did. The only other guy somebody that's that damn big. How tall is Big Baby?
Taller than all the DC niggas. I don't know.
We are pretty short over here, but we with ass. Nah, Big Baby like what? 6'5", 6'6"?
I don't know. I don't think that Big Baby. I mean, what the fuck his name is? He can't beat Wilder right now. Which heavyweight could he possibly beat though?
Wilder is in a tough place. Because he's probably like the
tier 2
third best heavyweight, right?
Nah,
But he's not good enough to beat the number one. He's went 3 times, right? So
yeah.
he's just in a tough place. Like, do you fight down and fight lesser competition? Like, what do you do if you're in Wilder's shoes?
You can try to wait for Tyson Fury to say he's bored again, and then he could be, around the top.
Ain't nobody paying for a fourth Wilder type.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm not talking about them fighting again. I'm saying if Fury says, okay, I'm done with boxing, I'm ready to go get high again, I need more cocaine, then Wilder then can rise back the ranks.
All right, go ahead.
That's so gay. These two motherfuckers on a motorcycle together. He holding his hips. You fucking gay. I should hit you. I would have balked.
I thought that's how y'all boys rode dirt bikes and shit up there.
I don't ride dirt bikes. That shit irritates me.
I seen Meek Mill with a nigga on the back of his bike. They was riding together.
Oh, it's okay. They're Latino. That's what they do. Never mind.
That's
They're Latino.
why you putting that smut on the Mexicans, man?
That's what the fuck they do.
They don't do that shit.
Whites and Mexicans do that shit. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, Usyk, Fury, maybe Joshua and Andy for a fact. They're all over Wilder. But Joshua and Wilder are both tier 2 heavyweights.
Listen, I don't know a
Dillian
lot
Whyte-
about boxing, but I know one thing for sure, that you need to stop putting fucking Andy Ruiz over Deontay Wilder.
Hey, I just know what I see, man. I feel like Big Baby, he should be fighting. Like, he shouldn't be fighting a Dillian Whyte. He shouldn't be fighting like Oda Wilding. How do you say what is Oda something like Otto Wilding?
Otto Wallin.
Yeah, he shouldn't be fighting him.
Bro, my
So
kids
he's
are on my damn nerves right now.
He's ready to fight. Like I said, he's ready to fight an Anthony Joshua or a Deontay Wilder, someone that would challenge him, would push him, to force him to go to the next level, force him to step his game up, or really figure out where he stand at. That's the problem we got with boxing right now. A lot of guys aren't getting that pressure they need from the get-go, so we spend a lot of time believing in the hype of some guys that ain't really what the fuck they supposed to be. But you're not as good as you think you are. You're just getting great matchmaking and getting spoon-fed the whole time. Now get in there with some wolves, get in there with some big dogs, and let's get it cracking. So, all right, he was a tier 4 fighter. He looked real good. I think they'll have to skip to tier 3. Yes, can he fight Dillian Whyte? Yeah, that wouldn't be that bad. But man, go ahead and get it in there with somebody like Wilder. You know, somebody that's old, aging, really can't fight. So it gives you the opportunity to have that good name on your resume as a W. Why not? You can't fight someone like Andy who can actually fight, who actually can box and might bring you some heat. Now, if you could get in his mind and get him, keep him fed and shit, then yeah, you can beat him. But a hungry Andy, you don't want nothing to do with.
Yeah,
Bro, what is up with you and this Andy Ruiz bullshit?
Hey, the nigga always hungry. That's his problem.
Joshua seemed like he might be reinventing himself. So if you don't get him now at his weakest moment, you might as well leave that shit the fuck alone. Because he looked
Let me tell you
really
something,
good.
man. How old is Wilder? 37, 38?
Yeah, old man, yeah.
How old is Big Baby? 23? 24?
Yeah.
Wilder don't want none of that. Wilder don't want to mess with that young dude.
Man, stop it. Yo, Shilton, stop, bro.
Wilder don't want to mess with that
Dude,
young dude. Number
Big
one,
Baby will get knocked the fuck out.
Let me finish. Number one, because there ain't no money in it. Number one. Number two, Big Baby will possibly whoop his ass because the boy can't box.
Thank you, motherfucker.
Now he got that one-shot power, but you got to have a delivery system to get that power off. Big Baby probably outboxed that boy stopping. We know Wilder can be stopped.
Y'all are drunk right now.
Man, Wilder's not that good, bro. I've been telling you for years, Wilder's not that good. He got one-shot power. That's it.
Listen, look. Big Baby got what, 13 or 14 fights? Yo, bro, Wilder would beat him just off of experience alone.
No, he wouldn't.
He will be knocked out in the first round.
See, the problem is you still caught up in the Wilder from 5 years ago. He ain't that guy no more. He's not that athletic no more.
The great black
That guy's gone. You'll never see that Wilder again. The Wilder that knocked out Brazil, he's gone. He's gone.
Oh, yeah.
He'll never be back. Never be back. The guy you got today can't beat Anderson. I'm telling you that now. He can't beat Anderson.
and he can't reinvent himself like Joshua. Joshua actually looks good.
Man, Joshua didn't look shit, man. You a fucking hater, girl.
He looked decent.
way
I mean,
better.
he looked decent.
He looks way better. Get the fuck out of here.
I think he looked better when he fought. Dang, I can't remember the dude's name.
The
Eric
AJ,
James really can cut.
the AJ that fought last week, the AJ you saw that fought last week, can't beat Anderson. That AJ can't beat Anderson. Anderson's good, man. That dude's good.
That's what I said. So Anderson needs to be fighting one of those type of guys, AJ or Wilder, who's a
Yeah, he ready right now. He ready right now.
Wilder will be a safer fight than AJ.
Because you keep putting this motherfucker in there with cab drivers. If you keep putting Anderson in there with cab drivers, he gonna kill somebody.
Bob Arum knows exactly what he's doing.
No,
The
not
boy
even
is
that.
not
Like,
ready
at
yet.
this point, no. You can't listen. He's microdosing him. I'm done with the microdose. Even
The boy is not ready yet from the box office standpoint. I give you that. He ain't big enough yet. But for a skill, you don't want to put Wilder in there with that dude. You don't.
listen. He's not ready. He's not ready for a Fury. He's not ready. Fury will murder that man.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
So do y'all think that Big Baby can beat Usyk?
No,
He can't beat
nobody
Usyk.
can
He's
beat
not ready
Usyk.
for Usyk. He's
Nobody
not ready for
can beat
Fury,
Usyk.
and he's not ready for Andy.
Wilder can't beat him. Fury can't beat him. Nobody can beat Usyk.
Andy
Right now, maybe a year from now, yeah, but not right now.
Like I said, he can get it in there with a Deontay Wilder, a Anthony Joshua. Those are good fights for him. Those are great fights for him. His name recognition, his record, it's really gonna increase his brand, and he actually got a chance to win those fights. Like,
If you like Wilder, if you got love for Wilder, keep him away from that kid. Don't put him in there with that kid.
He has a better chance to win against Wilder than he has Joshua. But now, if you want him to fight like Usyk, no, he's not ready for that. He's not ready for Usyk. He's not ready for Fury. Joe Joyce, I'm not even sure.
World Combat, salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you for sliding.
So do y'all think that a good step up fight?
Joshua, like he shouldn't be fighting Parker or Walk. How you say it again?
Give him Dillian White. Give him Dillian White.
Well, I was thinking about Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker.
That's still a tier 3. That's still a tier 3 fighter, man. That's what I'm saying. Like the Dillian White is a tier 3 fighter, but I think Dillian White's style will make it a little bit. It would toughen him up. Let's see if he got the nuts to hang. Let's see if Big Baby got the toughness to hang. You know what I'm saying? Because Dillian White mean. Can he handle that ferocity, the ferocity? Can he handle that? And Dillian White know how to play the mind games. He gonna talk shit. He gonna fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
He'll beat the brakes off Joseph Parker. You can put him in there with Franklin. You can put him in there with Dillian White. He beat the brakes off all of them.
Oh yeah, Franklin, yeah. Actually, I would like to see that more than I think that's a better matchup than Dillian and Wilder, because it's not too far of a reach. While I say I feel like he will beat Wilder, I feel like it will be a fight for him, right?
But I get it. I get it that y'all be caught up in the prisoners of the moment. Y'all still think Wilder's that same Wilder from 5 years ago, and he's not. That guy gone.
5 years ago, he just had
that guy is gone. That guy will never be back.
He wasn't that good 5 years ago. He just had that new cosmetics for him. These fucking Ethiopians are everywhere. What the fuck? You can't even drive without seeing one of these motherfuckers. You gonna drive in front of me, you bitch?
Yeah, you line him up with a Parker. You line him up with a White, a Franklin. You want to step you up gradually. But don't do that to Wilder, man. Don't let Wilder go out like that. Let Wilder go and fight in Ghana or something. Do something that he want to do. Because you put him in there with fucking Big Baby, he going to get the brakes beat off of him.
Yeah, let him play, let him play his legacy thing. You know what I'm saying? Let him ride off on his great black horse. but he don't need to get in there and fight no young boy. He don't need nothing like that in his life.
Number
Man,
one,
Especially a young boy
the,
who can
the
actually
biggest
fight.
the biggest thing is Wilder ain't got the gas tank to fight that dude.
That's what I said.
The fight
And he
is
can
not gonna
actually fight.
last that damn long, no way. Because he's gonna get knocked
No,
the fuck out in the first round.
no, he ain't not, no. He's not athletic enough for that. He's not gonna be no motherfucking Hercules. What's that dude he
He's
just
not-
knocked out? He's not gonna stand right in front of Wilder.
Yeah,
He's not gonna stand right in front of Wilder.
he's a younger, more athletic Fury. And remember, Fury was doing all that moving and shit, and and it gave Wilder a hard ass time.
But
And still got knocked down for 4 times. And still got knocked down 4 times.
But he got up. But he got up.
That's what I'm saying. So
But he got up.
How good is a missile if the motherfucker still lives?
So he don't hit that goddamn hard because the motherfucker got up all 4 times.
Everybody thought Mike Tyson was the hardest, meanest motherfucker to people start getting up on him, and then motherfucker, and all of a sudden everybody stopped going out.
Hey Sheldon, who on?
I'll be back here.
Huh? What'd you say, World Combat?
Somebody got their echo, man.
Go ahead, World Combat. What'd you say, bro?
Yeah, I was about to ask you, like, who on Jared Anderson resume leads you to think that Wilder cannot go in there and compete? And he competed with Fury 3 times, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you, the weakness of Wilder's resume, number one. The weakness of Wilder's resume, number one, the fact that he took a lot of damage in them 3 Fury fights, number 2. And number 3, he's 38 years old, and that kid is 23, and that kid is getting better and better.
Jared
Number
Anderson
4, Wilder don't have no gas tank.
bro.
Hold on. You asked the question. Number 4, Wilder don't have no gas tank. We just saw that. He's all wrong for Wilder. Let Wilder fight some of these older dudes. Let Wilder fight some of these dudes that can slow down a little bit. But Jared Anderson, you keep Wilder away from him. Because he gonna end
I
Wilder.
don't see where you gathering your evidence from, because Jared Anderson ain't fought nobody. You basing that off Jerry Forrest?
Well, let Wilder be to somebody.
Look, who are you leveling
Let
up
Wilder be to somebody.
Jared Anderson. They've been feeding him baby opponents, man. It's nobody on his resume that compares to a Luis Ortiz. Nobody, bro.
Let Wilder be to somebody. Let Luis Ortiz be to somebody. Let Franklin be to somebody.
Like
Put them somebodies in there.
2 fights, 2 hard fights, the rematch in the trilogy with Fury. And you saying Fury can't come on, bro. Like,
Wilder's not very good, bro. That's what me and you on this place disagree.
Look, it don't have nothing to do with how good he is. That's your opinion. It don't have nothing to do with how good he is. It's what he's been able to prove in the ring, bro.
He ain't fought no goddamn body. The only person he fought was Fury.
Okay, so if you saying Wilder ain't fought nobody, Jared ain't fought nobody. So what's bringing you to this damn point? How you gonna give Jared Anderson all this praise and beating up opponents that he's supposed to beat?
And like I said, let Wilder be somebody. Since he ain't fought nobody, let Wilder be somebody.
Jared's supposed to beat these people. Jared's supposed to beat these people. He's supposed to beat that opponent last night.
Listen, when Wilder fought somebody who fought people, he got beat. Wilder ain't had no
Fury, bro. What are you talking about? He only lost to Fury. What are you talking about? He only lost to Tyson Fury.
He fought an old Luis twice, right?
So what? He won, bro.
When he fought somebody that had a real resume, who's a real heavyweight, who actually went through and did some, who actually got that shit out the mud, what happened?
What are you talking about, bro? I'm just trying to find out what Wilder you talking about.
Scotty, these dudes just keep talking, Scotty. They have no idea. This dude thinks Andrew Ruiz is a top tier heavyweight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't even take these people serious.
Man,
I'm just curious of why. I mean, he only lost twice. Both of them to the one to the rematch and one to the trilogy. Who else has Deontay Wilder lost to for you all to come to this conclusion? We still wait for him to fight after Robert Helenius. You know what I'm saying? Who's next for Deontay Wilder is the big question.
He needs to fight another old fighter who has scar tissue and who's trying to reserve what they call it in basketball now. What is it? Low balance, whatever the fuck they call this shit in basketball. Trying to reserve his energy. Because if you get in there with a young, hungry boy, and he don't have the boxing style and the boxing skills to outbox Jared, like when you get older, you start to depend more on your ability, your boxing ability, right? So you don't have the boxing ability or the IQ to outbox this young boy. All you have is a delivery system that hopefully lands. If it doesn't
So
land,
you
and put him
saying
out,
Wilder hasn't learned anything in his boxing career with 42 victories? He doesn't have a boxing IQ that stands up to fight somebody to the likes of Jerry Anderson, who's still coming up, who's undeveloped. Jerry Anderson
who has 14 fights.
All he does is
he's undeveloped, my brother. He's undeveloped.
And he hasn't developed. That's the problem. He hasn't done nothing but try to land that punch.
No, that's okay. So you trying to tell me in the rematch he went out in 7 rounds because Mark Breland threw in the towel, and then the trilogy he went out in the 11th round. So you trying to tell me he don't have no skills and he in there with the best heavyweight,
getting the shit boxed out of him.
It doesn't matter, bro. We ain't talking about how it played out. We talking about Jerry Anderson being matched up with Deontay Wilder.
You telling me when you watch that fight, you seen a skillful boxer?
Bro, I'm talking about Jerry Anderson and what Deontay Wilder did in the rematch and the trilogy. You trying to tell me Wilder didn't learn nothing?
No, I don't see it.
And so who are you basing Jerry Anderson's education off of in the ring? What opponent leveled him up to be on the tier that Wilder's on? Which one of his opponents?
No opponent leveled him up. He's coming in boxing more skillfully and looking like he has a higher IQ.
off the level of competition that he's fought, you trying to say he came in with a different IQ based off mid-tier competition?
You put Wilder in with that same
mid-tier competition, bro. Mid-tier competition.
Hold on. But listen, I started off by saying that. I said, listen, he don't need to fight no tier 4. He can really skip tier 3 and go to tier 2 fighters like Joshua and Wilder and Dillian. I said that. I said Joshua may not be the right matchup right now because Joshua is reinventing himself and Joshua's the kind of box, right? He's getting better at boxing. Wilder, all he got to do is withstand the blow, and he can win that.
Bro, nigga, how you know he can withstand that blow though?
He's two-time unified champion, bro. He's a
out.
gold medal Olympian. He's a gold medal Olympian at the London Olympics, bro. And you're talking about he needs to start over just based off what, losing to Alexander Usyk
No,
twice?
I didn't say he needs. He's never started. He never started developing his boxing.
It wasn't about to grab. He didn't grab none.
Well, I don't get where you coming up, with these conclusions, man. All respect, bro. Like I hear you and Shelton just placing Wilder back as if he's coming out of the Olympics as a bronze medalist.
I never said Wilder was good to begin with. I never.
This has nothing to do with good. He's never going to meet the eye test.
Let me ask you this:
he's never going to meet the eye test of y'all.
Who the fuck had Luis Ortiz fought? Who the fuck did he fight? He was nobody.
Man, you can't say he was nobody.
Luis Ortiz was nobody. He had beat nobody and hadn't fought nobody.
Okay, who has beat Luis Ortiz after Deontay Wilder?
The last nigga that just beat him.
Who was he?
Andy Ruiz, who's also beat Anthony Joshua.
No. Who beat him again?
Andy Ruiz just beat him.
A former unified heavyweight champion, right?
Come
okay,
on, man.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. The one who stepped in at the last minute and stopped Joshua. Okay, that's what I thought.
You like Deontay Wilder. That's cool. But Deontay Wilder is not that good, bro. He's not that good.
Look, bro, you keep talking about good and I'm talking about results. Y'all talking about the eye test. I'm talking about results. It's a difference between the way Wilder looks when he boxes.
What are y'all doing?
The results that he's been putting out. That's all I'm saying. The results.
He ain't fought no goddamn body. You look great against Gerald Washington. Hell, I would.
And look, the same breath that you say that, we can say Jerry Anderson ain't fought nobody either. But y'all giving him high praise.
Well, let Wilder be the somebody then. Do that.
It don't make a difference if Wilder is somebody. He's been at the top already. He ran with 10 defenses, bro. When he lost it, that was his 11th defense.
10 defenses against
Jared ain't fought nobody. Okay, feed Jared that can then.
They were the same cans that Anderson fighting. Cans.
So who did he get the title from?
Hold on, but this is where the
who did he get the title from?
Hold on. This is where the difference
who did he get the title from? Bermane Stiverne, who's a champion, right?
Bermane Stiverne's a can. Always been a can.
But I'm talking about he got it from a reigning defending champion, right?
Huh?
Hold on.
Bermane Stiverne was a reigning defending champion, right?
Bermane Stiverne was a reigning can.
Bermain Stavern
Was
was
a
a
can.
champion, so you
He was a
refuse to answer
can.
the question. So I'm gonna move
He was
on.
a can.
Find Jerry
I answered
Anderson
the
a
question.
champion. Find
He's a
him a
can.
champion to fight. Find Jerry Anderson a champion to fight. Then
We found
So,
one,
but,
Deontay Wilder.
but that's
We
what
found
we're
one.
saying. I think that's what I'm saying. You're mixing up. I'm saying that Jared
Deontay Wilder.
Anderson is ready for a fight like that, so he won't be sitting here fighting level 10-3 fighters and fighting cans. We need to see him fight somebody, unlike how they did Joshua, and unlike how they did Wilder, and just with a bunch of cans. So when this day comes, we won't have this argument with him.
Bro,
That's
we
what
having
I'm
an
saying.
argument because you all are sitting up here acting like boxing. It takes prerequisites to become a boxer. It doesn't take anything except
No,
a
it doesn't.
minute medical requirement, right?
Yeah.
And then to test you for HIV and Hep B, and that's it. And you can get off the couch and come in here and be a professional fighter. Let's
Correct.
not act like the heavyweight division
Correct.
goes from 1 to 10, bunch of killers. It's not a murderous row in the heavyweight division 1 through 10, bro. It's
Okay,
always
so if
been
that's
like
That's all
that.
we've been
If that's the
saying.
case,
The
then
dude
why
ain't
you
fought no
talking like
killers,
Wilder?
and we saying this dude
And
is a
Jared
killer.
ain't fought no killers either. But y'all up
Well,
here
let him
praising
fight
him
this.
to the
Let him
high
fight this
heavens,
guy
though,
so
bro.
we can find out. Let him fight this guy so we can find
Wilder.
out.
Just because
What
you want
argument
him
are
to
you
fight
making that
Wilder
Wilder?
because
So are
Wilder
you saying
doesn't
Wilder
pass the
shouldn't
eye
fight him?
test doesn't mean it's gonna work out to your benefit. Wilder is experienced in the championship
Well,
fights,
why don't
dog.
you want to see the fight though?
I never said I didn't want to see the fight. I don't
Okay,
even think it's
that's all I
close.
want to see
I
is
don't
fight.
even think it's close, bro. I don't think it's close.
But we
Wilder
won't know
stops
until they
Jared
get in the ring.
Anderson, bro.
We won't know until they get in the ring. Now, will we?
But you all the only one that's putting Wilder up for Jared Anderson as if he's collateral or something.
Okay, so who is
That's
who's
a
Wilder
lack
fight?
of respect,
Who does
bro.
Wilder-
That's a lack
so
of
who does Wilder
respect.
fight?
Respect
Who does
what?
Wilder fight?
I
Bro, who
respect
is
what he
Jared
does. He's
Anderson
a
for?
champion. And I
Who
look
is
at that
Jared
last
Anderson
two
for?
performances and he looked like shit.
Who is Jared Anderson for?
Let
That's
Wilder
what I
be the
thought.
motherfucker that he
That's
fights.
what I thought.
Let
Who
Wilder
is
be the
Jared Anderson
motherfucker that
fought
he
this
fights
past
with.
weekend? An undefeated dude that fought Target workers and Walmart damn basket employees, man.
You
cart
say he
movers.
ain't fought nobody. Let Wilder be the somebody.
Why? Why does Wilder have to reach down in you know to a newbie,
How
an
does he reach
undeveloped
down?
newbie?
Okay, well
Is he a
well
champion?
get the
Does
fuck
Wilder
out the
got a
way then.
belt?
Then get the fuck out the way.
He ain't in the way. First of all, he ain't in the way. He ain't never been signed to top rank. He ain't in the way.
Is Wilder? Is Wilder?
Wilder ain't in the way. You trying to
Is
put
Wilder
him in
a
the way
champion,
just
or
for
is Wilder in the same
conversation.
weight class as him?
Man, come
Wilder
on, bro.
isn't
Come
in the
on,
way.
come on, man. Don't insult my man. Come
Wilder's
on,
not
bro,
in the
man.
way.
We ain't doing the little preschool
Come on,
questions,
man.
bro.
Wilder's not in the way.
Come on, man. Come
No,
on,
he
bro.
in the same weight class. So you telling me? Come on, hold on, cuz. So you telling me they in the same weight class, right? He don't got a title, and he's reaching down. When you just said before,
So he ain't reaching
that
down
is
fighting
no
Ngannou.
1 through
That's
10
not reaching
straight
down.
monsters. So that means if he's in the way, you get the chance to run him over. And if Big Baby is coming up, that's a good fight for Wilder if Wilder wins. It's a
Bro,
win-win.
it's only a good fight to you all because you want to use him as collateral damage. And
No,
he
it's a
only
good fight for
lost.
Wilder
He
if
only
Wilder
lost to the
wins.
top heavyweight. The top
So if
heavyweight
Wilder,
who people considering was Tyson Fury. Okay, we don't know between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury who's the man because once again we're in dilemma. They won't fight each other, or they haven't been able to get the contractual agreement for them to fight one another. But just to say
So-
nobody beats Alexander Usyk is absurd, bro. That's
So- what I'm
preposterous,
saying,
there,
no,
Shelton.
we're not moving no goalposts. What I'm saying is, if they're in the same weight class,
And I think
he's
your
not a
opinion of
champion,
thinking
and he got
Wilder
an
is
immediate
still a
defender,
top heavyweight is preposterous. So we both have our opinions, bro.
Why wouldn't he be a top heavyweight when he lost to the top heavyweight? You're not making any sense. Why wouldn't he be a top heavyweight and
I don't think
he only
so.
lost to a top heavyweight?
I don't think so.
Come
You
on,
can think
bro.
what you want.
Come on,
You
man.
can think what you want.
That's right.
I don't
I'm
think
doing the
so.
same thing y'all doing. Y'all giving y'all opinion. I'm giving my opinion. It's no different.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. There
That's
ain't nothing
all
to
I'm
get mad
saying.
with.
We giving our opinions. That's it.
Yeah.
What you were saying, Combo?
I don't want to see him. I don't want to see Deontay Wilder fight Francis Ngannou. I want to see him fight Jared Anderson.
Why can't he fight Francis Ngannou? Why he can't?
Because
He
Ngannou's
reigned
not a
for over
boxer.
5 years. For over
He's
5
not a
years,
boxer.
bro. For over
Ngannou's
5
not a
years. Who
boxer.
cares? Boxing is
You know, who
basically
cares now? Okay,
introducing
all
us.
right.
Look,
All right.
boxing is
We ain't gonna
introducing
have this
us.
conversation no more.
Look, boxing
Because
is
you just killed
introducing
us.
us this era. That's something they've been doing for years,
We ain't
decades.
gonna have this conversation no more.
They've
Because you
been
just killed
mixing
us.
up these
You just said
fights.
who cares. So that's all
It's
I
okay
need to
if
hear.
Jake
That's all
Paul.
I need
It's
to hear.
okay for Floyd. It's okay for all these other fighters to mix and fight other freaking fighters in other disciplines. It's okay.
I
But
never
if
said
it's
that.
Deontay Wilder
You
out of
never heard that
Tuscaloosa,
come out of my
Alabama,
mouth.
y'all got an issue with it.
You never heard that
Don't
come
say
out of my
y'all,
mouth.
'cause I got an issue with all those fights, and I don't watch none of those fights.
I don't
That's
watch
why
none of that
I've been
Floyd
very
bullshit.
vocal
I don't
and I
watch
feel
none
like
of that
it's
Jake Paul
disrespectful.
bullshit.
You
I don't watch none of
you
that.
don't have to watch it. I'm just telling you, it's boxing, and boxing allows
That's not
people
boxing though.
with
That's
look.
not boxing.
Boxing
That's
allows
exhibition.
individuals from a different combat sport to get licensed. They don't have prerequisites for you to become a
I
professional
don't
boxer. All you got
care.
to do
I
is
don't
sign
like
up.
it.
Understand that.
So
But
I
therefore, they're
don't
going
care.
to put
I
on
don't like
fights
it.
like
So
this.
so what I was
I
trying to
don't
say is
care.
I
I
still
don't
look
like it.
me personally, when I see it, I look at that as an exhibition. I don't look at it as a real fight. And I don't even enjoy it or watch it at all.
I mean, Floyd's
Now,
50th
hold
win,
on.
was that an
Back.
exhibition?
You
Floyd's
said when
50th
what?
win, was that an exhibition?
Yes.
Floyd
Yes.
50 went, yes. I
How
didn't,
can it
hold
be
on,
an exhibition and the man had a professional
didn't even
boxing
know.
license
I
and he
didn't
was a
listen.
two-weight world champion
Listen.
in the UFC,
Are you
world
gonna
champion,
listen?
a
And that was his
featherweight
first
and a
professional
lightweight
fight.
world champion?
That was his
How
first
was it an
professional fight, bro.
exhibition?
That was his first professional boxing
Yeah,
fight, bro.
it's his first professional fight, and we
Hold-
all know how that goes in boxing,
Hold
right?
on.
It don't
Let
matter
me
how
No.
fights you win; it's who you connected to.
Yeah, but let me talk. I didn't know that fight even counted, and you can run it back because I was trying. I was like, that wasn't no, that fight ain't count. And they argued me there, and I looked it up. I was like, how the fuck did this fight count?
You know why I count their combo? Because if you
But
look
you
at the
would've got it
beginning
right.
of these fighters' careers, they have fighters who's making their debut. And if you click on that debut fighter, a lot of those guys have multiple losses outside of making their debut with these fighters that we know and we talk about all the time. They have
I know
multiple
that.
losses after that. Because
I
so
know
it's a
that. I
format.
know
It's
that,
a
but what I'm
format in
saying is-
boxing, bro.
No, listen, I know that. What I'm saying is, I didn't count that. Like, I didn't even know that counted as a fight. I damn sure didn't watch it, and I'm mad that shit counted as a fucking fight. To me personally, that's a cheat.
A cheat for what? It's just another win on this record as if he was just starting out.
But to
People
be
have him on the
screaming 50
beginning
and
of their
0,
record.
to be screaming 50-0, 50-0, and your 50, the way you got the 50 was that guy.
So do you consider Muhammad Ali one of
can't-
your greatest? You see Ali as one
No.
of your greatest?
No, I see
Yes.
George Foreman as one of my
Yes.
greatest.
I mean, do you see what he did as anything he did to be great?
Ali?
Like I said,
Yeah,
I
he
see
beat
George
everybody.
Foreman as my
He
greatest.
cleaned out the
I see
heavyweight
Arthur
division in the
Abraham as a
60s,
great.
came back in the 70s and cleaned it out again. Yes.
So you consider him to be one of your greats, right? Something like that.
The greatest.
I'm
The
just
greatest.
asking.
The greatest.
You consider him to be the greatest. Okay, I respect that, Sheldon, that you consider Muhammad Ali to be one of the greatest because he fought who he fought, right?
Right.
Right. So do you
Right.
consider at the point in time when he fought Leon Spinks, who was 7-0, do you consider that to be a step down for him? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Do you
I
consider
thought he
him
was
when
cherry
he
picking.
fought him when he was 6-0? When he fought Leon Spinks at 6-0, do you think that was a
Yeah.
step down from Muhammad Ali? One of the greatest
Yes.
fighters you just said. Okay,
Yes.
so hey, it's Leon Spinks, bro. He fought him twice. You know,
Right.
he fought him twice, but you still recognize this man as one of the greatest, right? So my,
Right.
my point is made, bro. Come on, man.
How's
This
your
is
point made?
boxing.
All I'm saying is do the
It's
same thing
boxing,
with Jared
bro.
Anderson. You
It's
just said, hold on.
boxing.
Hold on. You just said Jared Anderson only got 13, 14 fights. Well, give that
I
man a
didn't
shot.
say that.
See if you can beat him.
Combo
Yes,
said
you
that.
did.
I
You
didn't
said
say
that
that.
at the
No, I
beginning. You said
didn't.
that
I
5
don't.
minutes ago.
No, I didn't. I never mentioned his
I
record.
never quoted.
I
his
never
record. I don't
mentioned
know
his record, bro.
I
I just
said that.
said, you know, right now, Jerry Anderson is still undeveloped when it comes to his resume
Why? Why?
because of the competition. That's why the same thing you're arguing with Muhammad Ali fighting Leon Spinks, you say it was a step down, right? So who's been the step up for Jared Anderson? Who's been the step up?
Hold on. But that's how this conversation started. I said I'm ready to see him step up and fight the tier 2s. I'm ready to see
Okay.
it.
Oh, tier 2.
Leon
So you
Spinks
think
only had
Deontay
7
Wilder's a
fights.
tier 2? You think Deontay Wilder's a tier 2? You out your mind, bro. You lost your
All right,
everlasting
so you
mind.
got tier 1.
You lost
got
your mind.
Fury, Usyk,
World Combat. His two favorite fighters are Andy Ruiz and Gary Russell Jr. That's all. That's all. I'm gonna say.
So
All right, man. Appreciate that info, man.
can't
That's
argue with
hilarious,
that. You
dog.
can't argue with them.
Dang, dog.
You can't argue with them. That's
No, you
great
bringing
point.
up that he's untested and unproven.
Ago, I would have saved some of my oxygen. You know what I'm saying? I need all the oxygen that I've been
Hold on, man. You cannot hate. Hold on. He beat the man who beat the man. Did he not?
He beat the man. Who we talking about? Who we talking about?
Andy.
Andy beat who? Joshua?
Yes.
Who beat who?
He beat
who did Joshua beat?
Klitschko.
Man, Klitschko was on vacation and freaking retirement. He ain't fought since he fought Tyson Fury, bro. Come on, man. They went and got him out of retirement, dog.
Yeah, you're right. Just like Wilder went and got Fury out of retirement.
He didn't get him out of retirement. Fury, no, he didn't get him out of retirement. Let's be clear on that. He didn't get him out of retirement. And plus, when Fury came out, he fought Sefa Safari and Francisco Pianetta when he came back to the sport. And last time I checked, Joshua, time I checked, Joshua went and searched for Klitschko to sell out the Wembley Stadium. And they fought in the Wembley Stadium. That's how that played out, brother.
So do you see something wrong with that happening?
No, do you say I'm right or wrong, bro? Come on now.
No, you're right.
Think I'm right or wrong now?
Right. You're 100% right. So do you see something wrong with that happening?
Wrong with what? With Deontay Wilder fighting Fury on the return, the former unified champion?
How Joshua came in there and he found a way to fight Klitschko.
No, Eddie Hearns found a way for Joshua to pick up the WBA title.
It was a fight with the older veteran fighter, correct?
Who is the reigning WBA titleist? Who is the reigning WBA titleist when he fought Klitschko?
No. We're not doing that.
Who was the reigning WBA titleist? Who was the reigning WBA titleist?
His brother. His brother was.
No, stop. I'm trying to tie all this together. Do you see anything wrong with Joshua fighting Klitschko like that?
Hey, I'm gonna say this real quick. Kyle Mex is in the back.
Do I see anything wrong? Like I just
when
mentioned,
Joshua fought him like that.
Look, check this out. All the thing it was Eddie Hearns who manufactured the paper trail. Look. I'm just about to answer you, bro. I'm just saying he hasn't fought since he fought Fury when he lost his. He lost that heavyweight championship to Fury, right? So he's been out the ring since then, right? So when Joshua went and fought him, I felt like it's two ways I can look at it. At this day and time, fighters are fighting once or twice a year. But if I go back to then, when I'm looking at Klitschko, once he fought Joshua, he hasn't fought again. So he had 2 feet in retirement, bro. He hasn't fought since since Anthony Joshua. He hasn't fought again.
At the end of the day, he signed the contract and got in the ring.
I'm still waiting for your answer because you didn't answer the question.
But why did we even bring that up though? Why are we even talking about it?
Yeah, I saw something wrong. I saw something wrong because I look at it. My whole point was I saw something wrong with that because he was in retirement. He was in retirement.
So then you being consistent. But Wilder's not in retirement. So
what does that have to do with it? I'm saying Jerry Anderson is not ready for Wilder. I say Jerry Anderson is not ready for Wilder as far as his level of competition, as far as
and I'm saying, let him see. Let Wilder beat him up there.
Wilder hasn't been in retirement because he just knocked out Robert Helenius. So I don't know what your analogy is at. Your analogy, that's a poor analogy, bro.
My analogy is the same way Joshua did this and had the opportunity to put a big name on his belt, in the same way that Klitschko had the opportunity.
Bro, look at what you're saying, Combo. Look at what you're saying, man. You're talking about Klitschko, a legend, Vitaly and Vladimir legends. Man, we ain't comparing Wilder's fighting Jared Anderson as a legendary reach back. Come on, bro. He ain't won a single title.
So now
he ain't single title. Wilder's a legend, bro.
Okay, then. So it's the same thing.
Okay, Wilder's a legend. Let the youngster get the legend on his resume.
Bro, do y'all not know that Joshua had a belt before he stepped in with Vladimir?
And that don't matter. That don't matter.
Of course it don't matter.
We don't care about that. We don't care about that.
Okay. Yeah, right.
We think Wilder can be beat by this kid. If Wilder can beat this kid, Wilder should go and beat this kid.
It don't matter. It doesn't hold weight. It doesn't hold water, bro, because he was already the IBF world champion before he fought Klitschko.
That don't matter, man. We ain't talking about that. We talking about a young, hungry dude. Hold on. We talking about a young, hungry dude that wants a shot. If Wilder is who you say he is,
why he didn't get a shot?
shot?
Why Joshua didn't get a shot when Tyson Fury was the reigning champion then? What was they? They both UK, right? They both British, right?
Say what?
Right?
What you say?
Hello?
What did you
Hello?
say? What did you
And
say,
they
bro?
are they both over the UK? What was,
I don't know what you're talking
Joshua
about.
when Tyson Fury was reigning champion? What was Joshua? Wasn't he in the business? Wasn't he a professional?
Yeah, so what they got to do with anything?
Okay, then. Why?
When Joshua was
didn't they
coming up in
make it?
2012, listen. When Joshua was coming up in 2012, motherfucking Fury was snorting cocaine and weighing 400 pounds.
No.
Yeah,
No, he just
no,
took over.
yeah.
No, he just
No,
took
no,
over.
no, no,
Eddie
no, no,
Hearns
yeah.
manufactured. No, Eddie Hearns manufactured when Tyson Fury vacated the belts after he had already tested positive at Christian Hammer's fight, and he had an appeal in, and he was able to step in there and fight Vladimir Klitschko. That's how that worked out. Joshua was already on the scene. They just built him up as the next best British fighter when Tyson Fury left and vacated
But
his
we ain't
title
talking
because he
about
popped
Joshua.
dirty.
We talking about Anthony. We
Well, you
talking
can't
about
tell me who I'm
Jared
talking about,
Anderson
man. They
and
heavyweight
Deontay
champions,
Wilder.
bro.
That's what we talking about. We
We
ain't
talking
talking
about
about
heavyweight
Joshua
champions.
or
Yeah, we are.
Fury and none of them. We talking
Yeah,
about
we are,
these
dog,
two
because y'all
motherfuckers.
trying to sit up here and act like y'all want to use your own analogies, but you don't want to listen to anybody else's.
It don't have nothing to do with what we talking about. We talking about
It does. It
we talking
does.
about Jared
Absolutely, it
Anderson
does.
against Deontay Wilder. That's what we talking about.
Look, Combo made an analogy as far as
Oh, okay, my bad.
Joshua fighting Klitschko, right? Joshua fighting Klitschko, and I was trying to explain to him that the analogy is ineffective when it comes to Wilder, Jared Anderson. It doesn't make any sense because one minute somebody said you said Wilder's not on retirement. No, I'm not talking about no time off. I'm talking about the level of competition and what he's been able to accomplish in his career when it comes to him fighting Jared Anderson. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I get that. I get that.
And when I asked you, did you see a problem with the fight between Joshua and Klitschko, even though he had already fought Dillian White and Parker and everybody else? You said, yeah, you seen a problem with him getting that fight. And I said, all right, at least you being consistent.
I told you I seen a problem with him getting a fight because Klitschko was in retirement. What does that got to do with Deontay and Jared Anderson? We're talking about quality. We're talking about quality, bro. Quality of opposition.
And I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, hold on, Combo. And I'm telling you, I don't think that Johann Duhaupas, motherfucking Gerald Washington, Dominic Brazil, Bermane Stavern, and Luis Ortiz are top competition. That's all I'm saying. I don't believe those guys are top competition.
I'm glad you said that. So you named off Johann Duhaupas, Bermane Stavern, Dominique Brazil, Gerald Washington. Okay, so you extract them four out of the heavyweight division. Who should he have fought and where? Who should he fought? Because the heavyweight division is not that deep at that time. So who should he fought?
And it wasn't his fault. I'm not blaming Wilder for that.
Sheldon,
I'm not
who was
blaming
over
Wilder
those
for that.
guys, Sheldon?
I'm not blaming Wilder for that. Listen.
You can't blame him because that.
Listen, I'm not blaming Wilder for that. That wasn't Wilder's fault. I'm saying Wilder, in my opinion, listen. No, I'm not. Listen to what I'm saying. You got your own shit going on. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying. All I'm saying is, I don't believe.
Telling me what I ain't listening to, dog. Come on, bro.
Okay, well, listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish, and then you can go.
Okay, cool.
You can go. I don't believe Wilder has fought anybody in his career better than Jared Anderson, except for Tyson Fury. That's what I'm saying.
And like I would have to say,
what about Ortiz?
Asinine. That is asinine for you to believe.
Ortiz is not better than Jared Anderson.
Put Jared Anderson
come on, man.
The highest tier.
He's not.
Him facing competition, bro.
Jared Anderson ain't fought nobody worth the fucking shit, bro.
And tell me who the fuck did Ortiz fight besides Wilder? Tell me.
He fought Wilder.
Charles Martin.
And arguably won almost every round in the second fight before he got, clipped. But
what happened? Did he win or lose?
No, he lost.
Okay,
so we talking
now,
about
as far as the performance,
no, that would have been a whole lot different in the first round if he would have been able to do something else in the 7. When he buzzed Wilder in the 7 for 42 seconds, bro. Wilder was hurt and people thought that was over for Wilder, but he came back. But you don't give him no credit.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk. He didn't do it.
No, straight up. You got to look at Johann Duhaupas. Nobody had stopped Johann Duhaupas before Wilder did, but you shutting him down like he wasn't anybody.
He wasn't nobody. Had you heard of him before the Wilder fight?
Bro,
Had you heard of him before the Wilder fight? No. He was nobody.
Now, this is where I break it even down even more for you, Shelton. When the Klitschko brothers was reigning and defending, in the U.S., it was going through a heavyweight depression, and you know it. So don't act like the U.S. had a whole murderer's row of heavyweight champions.
I just said it was nobody to fight. I just admitted that.
Check this out, because you sit up there and you name Gerald Washington, Dominique Brazil, Bermain Stavern, and Luis Ortiz like they're nothing. But where was the competition when the Klitschko brothers was reigning? Where was all the murderers row over here in U.S.? Where were they?
There was no heavyweights. There was no heavyweights.
So
there wasn't.
The heavyweight division has never been
we had one
deep.
My man Tony,
I'm talking about 7 to 8 U.S. heavyweights that are thorough.
Luis Ortiz didn't even fight them bums. He didn't even fight them.
Bro,
the ones I named.
What do we?
He fought Brian Jennings.
Luis Ortiz.
Who the fuck is Brian Jennings, bro? Who in the fuck is Brian Jennings, bro?
At the time, he only had one loss.
Who in the fuck is Brian Jennings?
So you gonna say who the fuck is Brian Jennings every time another name? You're proving my point that the heavyweight division isn't as deep as you would like it to be.
I said that. I admitted that.
With Jared Anderson.
I am keeping the same energy. I said, if you heard what I said, if you heard what I said was, I don't think Deontay Wilder. Go ahead, Combo. Go ahead, Combo. Go ahead.
Because maybe you came in towards the end of what we was talking about, but that's how the conversation started. I said because he is not deep enough, so he needs to go ahead and fight. He don't need to keep fighting the weakened warriors. We know what this is going to look like. So he needs to get in there, get on the pot or piss. He needs to go and figure out where he really stand at.
So who you think win between him and Fury?
With him and Fury? Who? Big Baby and Fury?
Yeah.
Very easy.
Hey, Shelton said that
I don't think so.
Fury can't beat Oleksandr Usyk. So the last time I was seeing Fury, lay down the smoke. Come on, man. It was a point in time I wouldn't give Fury credit. Come on, man. Fury is the best heavyweight. Fury is the best heavyweight right now, dog.
Not in my opinion. Not in my opinion. Not in my opinion, no.
Wilder's my guy, but Fury proved that he was better than Wilder in 2 fights distinctively. He stopped him,
and that's not proving much because Wilder hadn't fought no top competition, so that's not proving much.
Look, he had reigned over 5 years. So if he ain't fought nobody, where's all this tough competition for him to fight? Then where are they? British?
There was none. There was none.
It was in Africa.
There was none, bro. There was none. There was no top competition. When he fought the best guy, he got beat 3 times. What are you talking about?
The heavyweights, bro. What are you talking about?
When he fought the best heavyweight, he got beat 3 times.
I mean, there was a heavyweight drought after the Klitschko's and Lennox left. It was dead, and it recently barely got revived in the last maybe 3 years.
So who revived that in the
and
US?
I still say the same thing.
I mean, it was Wilder in the US and it was Joshua in the UK.
Okay, so
Wilder
looking at Wilder,
and Joshua had a better resume than Wilder at the time when they were trying to get that fight going.
So,
still does actually.
So Joshua.
All I'm saying. Hold on. All I'm saying is that Deontay Wilder has not fought anyone better than Jared Anderson except for Tyson Fury. That's it. That's all I'm saying,
bro. That's lunacy that you even come out your mouth.
I'm gonna keep Ortiz above Anderson for now until proven otherwise.
I can't. Ortiz ain't fought nobody.
Let me not answer. Luis didn't want to see Tony.
Andy Ruiz pretty much beat Joseph Parker when he fought Joseph Parker, but he didn't get the victory. But he pretty much defeated Joseph Parker.
I'm telling y'all what I know. Luis Ortiz was out when Tony was fighting. Tony was the heavyweight in our gym. He was coming out of Hillcrest. You can look at Tony Thompson. He fought one of the Klitschkos. It was either Vladimir or Wladimir, one of them motherfuckers. Luis Ortiz wanted nothing to do with Tony. Nothing.
I mean, what does that got to do with him fighting Wilder because he didn't want nothing to do with Tony?
Yeah, but nobody wanted nothing to do with Ruiz either, though. None of the champs. None of the champs. Joshua didn't want it. Wilder didn't want it for a while.
Joshua offered that motherfucker $7 million to step in for Big Baby Miller.
That's false, Max.
No,
He
but
offered
that's
that
still
motherfucker $7
after.
million to step in for
That
Big
was
Baby
after.
Miller.
That was
And he
after
turned it
Luis was
down.
like 108 years
He
old.
turned
But
it down. He turned it down. He turned it down. And I talked to his people in Atlanta, and they told me the same thing. I talked to Ortiz's people in Atlanta when I went to the Tank Barrios fight, and they told me the same thing.
Bro, that's old news or whatever you want to call it. What does that got to
No,
do
you
with
said
what
no.
we're saying?
My man just said that nobody wanted to fight Ortiz, and I'm giving you what Ortiz's
right.
people
Luis
told
Ortiz
me.
was a dangerous opponent, bro. Come on, man.
Anthony Joshua offered him $7 million to step in for Big Baby Miller, and Ortiz turned it down.
You
And
don't
that's what
know
I'm
if he
saying.
turned it
His
down.
people
It wasn't-
told me
no,
that.
It was a last minute, bro. Come on. It was a
Tony
last
can
minute.
His
You
people
don't know
told me
if the
that.
man was
Tony
in
and Ortiz
shape.
is supposed to
You
fight.
don't know the man was in shape or
Tony-
not. You
The
don't know
nigga
if
ain't
he
never
was.
made $7 million before or since.
Oh, what? That don't mean you go in there and squander it like Jarrell Miller. And if you know you're on blood pressure, whatever Ortiz was on, he might have not been clean. It might have been.
Sound like excuses to me, bro. Sound like excuses.
Ask Jarrell Miller if it's excuses. When you pop dirty and you ain't clean.
I don't care about that bum. He's a bum anyway.
Man, come on. If he a bum, then why don't you
Big
suggest
Baby Miller's a bum. Big
Okay,
Baby Miller's a bum.
riding off
Yeah,
his name.
fuck that
Jared's
fool.
riding off his name. Jared's riding off his name. How he a bum and Jared call himself the real Big Baby? Why don't they fight
Okay.
each other? Why don't they fight each other?
But- no.
That's
Why
easy
would
money.
you want to? That's easy money for Jared Anderson.
Yeah, that's easy
Put
for Jared.
Fight him then.
Wilder in there.
Fight him
Put
then.
Wilder in there. Put Wilder in there.
Y'all
Let's get
infatuated with
Wilder.
Wilder, bro.
I would say maybe move Jared up to like an Ortiz, or
Ortiz is too. So I feel like Ortiz too.
or
Put
like
him in
a
there.
Jillian White, or like
Put him in there.
you know what I mean, like
And that's what we saying, man. Put all them
like
motherfuckers in there with Anderson.
Parker,
Put them all in there. Put them
something
all
like
in there.
that, like a third
He'll beat them
tier
all.
fighter.
He will
Like
beat them all. Put them
No,
all
he
in there.
might.
He
He
will
might.
beat
Frank
them all.
Sanchez. What about Frank
might.
Second tier
Sanchez?
fighters.
I like him in all those fights.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
What about
I'm saying
Frank
third
Sanchez?
tier. I'm saying third tier. Them dudes are like third or fourth tier fighters.
Oh, Frank Sanchez? That's another fight I want
What
to see.
about
Put him in there with
F.A.
Frank. That's
What about
another
F.A.
fight I
Jogger?
want to see. Yeah, I want to see that too. Put him in there too. Put him in there too.
Well,
He'll
why
beat his
don't
ass
y'all
too.
just use those names?
Put him in there
You know,
with Dubai or Joe
Frank
Joyce.
Sanchez or F.A. Jogger before you go reaching for Wilder, who's already
Put
been
him in. Put him in with Joe Joyce. I don't care
Yeah,
who you
Joe
put him
Joyce
in
would be a
with.
good fight.
I don't care
Joe
who you
Joyce about
put him
to
in
fight
with.
already. Joe Joyce got a fight
I
coming.
don't care who you put him in with, WCS. Put him in with somebody. But stop putting him in with cab
Jolly
drivers because he's going to
Jane.
kill
I put him in
somebody.
there with me.
You keep putting Anderson in there with cab drivers, he's going to kill somebody. Put him in there with some of these top dudes. Give him a
Did
shot.
his opponent die last night? Did Jerry Forrest die? No, they didn't. Stop exaggerating, bro.
Okay, well, go get your boy and put him in there.
Kill his career.
Leave Ngannou alone and go fight this kid.
Why do you feel at this point, like Wilder's 36, right? 35,
37.
36?
37.
So he's 37 years old, and you saying
Right.
what he's been able to accomplish in his career, he can't fight Francis Ngannou. He has no
No.
right to fight Francis Ngannou.
No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Come on,
I don't
bro.
wanna see
When
that
does it
shit.
get to a point where these fighters can do what they want, just like we see so many other fighters doing? So many
No,
other fighters
no,
are doing what
no,
the hell they
no. We
want.
want fighters to fight fighters, man. We don't want fighters taking cherry
who's the
picks,
commissioner?
beating up on
Who's the
MMA
commissioner of
guys.
boxing there, Sheldon? Who's the commissioner of boxing? Who's the commissioner? I just want him to answer this question right quick.
There is
Cumbo.
no commissioner. There is no commissioner. of boxing.
So there you go. Boxing doesn't have one single commission. It's not even a regulated sport. So why are we trying to ask
The
regulated
whole
things to happen?
conversation was, bro. The whole conversation was, bro. The fights we want to see. I don't want to see Wilder fight
It don't matter
Ngannou.
what the
I
conversation
want
is.
to
We
see
just
Wilder.
basing our opinions, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's all
think-
we doing, having a conversation. So I
I
can
think
have my
I-
opinion in this conversation.
But you being
I think
biased, though.
Bob-
You being biased,
I'm
man.
not
I
being
think Bob has done a good job building up all these fighters, but it's time for all these motherfuckers to fight some competition. Keyshawn,
Yeah, exactly.
Big Baby, Xander Zayas, Troy Izzy, Shushu, they all need to just try to step
Didn't
it up a notch.
Keyshawn just ask for some competition Saturday night?
Oh yeah, Keyshawn been asking
Didn't
Frank Martin.
Keyshawn just ask for some competition Saturday night?
Like,
Did he
come
ask for
on,
some
let's be
competition
real.
Saturday
Frank
night?
Martin, who is Frank Martin fought? Jackson Mariñez and Michelle Rivera. Come on, bro. I mean, that'd be
It don't
good.
really matter.
Keyshawn ain't fought nobody
said he
either,
want to
though.
fight him.
Keyshawn ain't fought
man.
nobody
Keyshawn
either.
said he
You're
want
right.
to fight him.
But I'm just saying that'll be a good fight, though.
That's
That'll
a
be
great
good
fight.
But let's
Yeah, that's
not
a great
hype it up
fight.
like it's a
Keyshawn said,
championship
I want to
and all that.
fight you.
No, it's a good co-main
Keyshawn
though.
said, I want to fight you.
Yeah, it's a good
That's what he
co-main.
said.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Or
What
a
did
free
Keyshawn
main
say?
event.
What did Keyshawn say? I want to fight you.
I mean, he
You.
been saying that. He said that on social media before he
Hey,
even started.
Yeah, I want.
he told me
But
and
now he
Kyle
said
that
on
to our
national TV.
face in Vegas.
Now he said on national TV, I
He
want to
said,
fight you.
Chris Kohler and Frank Martin can
But
get it back
Yeah.
in
But
August.
Kyle and Mex asked him a while ago, and he said it.
Yeah. Shout out to DJ for instigating, but we was all in Vegas right there after the Teal fight, chilling, and Keyshawn was talking that shit and said that Colbert and Frank Martin can't fuck with him back in August. So,
But they have to make that fight because we just seen what
And we
happened.
just seen what Colbert's made of. So why
Yeah,
can't we see?
What? Cope?
Oh, he looked good
Okay,
his last
congrats
fight,
to
now.
Colbert.
that was
Okay.
an
He
entertaining
looked
fight.
good his last fight. He looked good in his last fight now. He looked good.
We already know Colbert had heart. First of all,
Yeah.
he had heart.
Yeah.
Okay, he
Yeah.
fought through adversity with Hector Garcia, but he got heart.
Yeah.
Come on. But he still
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good.
Fight.
I'll give him
He got
I'll
dropped
give him
in the first round
I'll
of his
give him
last
heart.
fight, and still some questions out there, bro.
and that's all I
Hey, WCS, let me ask you this. Are you happy as I am? Are you as happy as I am that the Sebastian Fundora hype train is over?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
am.
yeah.
WCS,
I told people when he loses, it's gonna be via knockout because it was only a matter of time, man.
But somebody put that dumbass
When
standing
you
up
have
like that.
81, let me see, you have 8,100 length arms and shit, and you know you bound to get knocked the fuck out, man.
With that lazy ass uppercut. Did you see that? Throwing that lazy ass
Yeah,
uppercut
man,
out
that
there,
shit,
got
man.
cracked.
Hey, I told you, man.
When
Hey,
you keep your head in the clouds, a lot of the time
he
you
the
forget
he the
what's going
Mexican
on the
Paul
ground.
Williams. Mexican Paul Williams. Told y'all.
Bro, hey, you can't disrespect Paul Williams. Paul
Hey,
Williams is a world
just
champion.
a long fighter that don't know how to
Paul
use his
Williams,
fucking
man. That's
lane.
disrespectful.
No,
dog.
he's not.
Long-
He's nowhere near the fighter. He's
Come on, man.
nowhere
He
near
got
the fighter
knocked out
Paul
by
the Punisher
Quintana
was.
and came back and stopped Quintana, bro.
Yeah, he's nowhere near the fighter Paul the Punisher was. Nowhere near.
No, hell no.
Yeah, you
Respect.
gotta have some
Hell
respect.
no, he ain't.
Whoa, Paul Williams is overhyped like a motherfucker, bro.
Paul
Paul
the world
Williams was a good
champion.
fighter.
No, come on, bro. Go hard
Paul
to go
Williams was a
home.
good fighter.
Fight Punisher. Go hard to go home.
Yeah, Paul Williams was a good hell of a fighter, man. This dude ain't nowhere near Paul Williams. You can't even mention Fundora and Paul Williams in the same sentence.
Yep, they both tall ass dudes that don't know how to use their length. They'd rather fight inside and get knocked out. Yeah. And they were both, oh, this guy right here would dethrone the champion. Fundora's ready for Charlo. Paul Williams ready for Mayweather. No, they weren't. Never were.
I don't know if he was or he
Entertaining
wasn't.
fighters, though.
When I
Entertaining. You
talked
don't
to
get your
him,
money's
when I
worth.
talked, listen, Max. When I talked to Paul Williams, he said the only reason he didn't fight Mayweather because they couldn't make it fight. They couldn't get the money right. He said Mayweather didn't duck him. He just couldn't get the money right.
My thing is, at what point did he deserve?
Because remember, at that time when they was trying to fight Paul Williams, Mayweather wasn't a big draw back then.
That was right
He
before
wasn't.
the Oscar fight.
He
Don't let
wasn't
me
a
get
big
Paul-
draw then.
Don't let me get Paul on the phone now.
Man, Paul was a motherfucker, man. What are you talking about? Get him on the
Get him
phone.
on the phone, dog. Y'all
Get him
talking
on the phone,
reckless,
dog. That's my guy, man.
Y'all
I met him in
talking-
Atlanta. That's a good dude. I met that dude in Atlanta. That's a
No,
good
I'm
cat.
not talking
shout
about
out
his
to King
person.
Punisher, man, for real.
I don't
Paul
know
the
him as a
Punisher was a
person. I'm not
motherfucker.
talking about him as a person.
Yeah, I feel you.
Paul the
I feel
Punisher
you.
was a motherfucker, man. He was a hell of a fighter.
So you say
Whoa.
he not, hold on, Max. You say he's not a good fighter, Max? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying he's an overhyped fighter.
Okay, okay. Y'all say
Max,
hold
you
on.
hear me?
Because I think it
I'll be
happens
back.
often that when fighters are entertaining and they
overhyped
put
when
on
he's a world
good shows, that we automatically think they're great legendary fighters. That's not always the case.
Nobody said nothing about legendary, bro. We said he was a great fighter.
Okay,
We
but if
didn't say nothing
motherfuckers
about
acting like
legendary.
he could have beat Mayweather back then, then you're telling me that he's a legendary
We don't
talent.
know. We don't know because they never fought. We don't know.
Okay, but we know that now, right?
We don't know that now. They never fought, bro.
How are you gonna
We
look
don't
at
know
both their
what could
resumes
happen.
and career and say you don't know that now?
We don't know what would have happened because they never fought. Resumes don't win fights, bro. Resumes don't win
Mayweather
fights.
do. Next.
Resumes don't win fights, bro. Fighters win fights.
Yeah, Mayweather win all his fights. Even if they're exhibitions against random
That he did.
No.
That he did. I can't take that from Floyd. He did that.
Because my thing is that I think there's a lot of fighters that are very entertaining. Like I will always tune in to watch them, but I'm not gonna say like these are future champions, legendary dudes. These guys can beat the champ in their division. No, but they're still fun to watch.
Hey, hold on. Hey, for a minute, y'all. I got Team Williams on the phone. Okay. Hey,
Go ahead.
go
Go ahead.
ahead. You go ahead, bro. They listening.
No, I was telling my man
So
WCS that when I talked to Paul in Atlanta, we went to the Tank Davis Barrios fight. Paul told me out of his own mouth the only reason he didn't fight Mayweather is because they just couldn't make the fight. They couldn't get the money right. Am I right?
That's wrong. That's
Huh?
wrong. That's false. That's false.
So what happened?
What happened was, talk to Floyd. Floyd didn't never want to fight Paul. We was in Atlanta. We laughed about this when Tank came to Atlanta to fight Gamboa, dog.
Right.
Floyd never was going to fight Paul. Floyd never was going to fight Brandon Forrest, bro. They had the same manager. They had the same team. It was never a money issue. Floyd just didn't want to fight him.
Oh, okay. So I was giving Floyd more credit than he deserved then, right?
No, Floyd ducked him, man. He didn't want to fight him.
What
Like I
time
said.
period are we talking about? What time period are we talking about?
What
What
time
year?
period we talking about?
Yeah, what
This
year?
is before the Oscar fight.
Who is the most feared welterweight in the world of their era? Who is?
What?
Who?
No, he wasn't a welterweight back then. No, he wasn't. It was Paul Williams and Vernon Forrest.
Okay then. So why was Floyd scared to fight Paul?
See, I never said Floyd was scared. I said they couldn't get the money right. Paul didn't tell me that. Paul said they just couldn't get the money right. Paul didn't say Floyd was scared.
It never was about no money. Floyd never was gonna fight him. He ducked him. They went to court, and the court system could not force Floyd to fight Paul Williams. He ducked him, man.
Okay.
So we're saying
Point
after,
made.
Floyd
after
never
the Baltimore fight?
with nobody from Augusta, Georgia. It's two welterweights from Augusta, Georgia that were world champions. Everybody know that Brandon Forrest is from Augusta, Georgia. Everybody know that Paul Williams is from Augusta, Georgia, 3rd Street on the east side. So those were the two most feared welterweights of that era and they in his generation. He never fought, and he never wanted to fight Paul. He never had no interest in fighting Paul. And who is Mr. HBO? Why we talk about who is Mr. HBO? Because it's plaque in his gym with his face on it. Most feared welterweight of his generation, and Mr. HBO is Paul Williams, the Punisher. You know, I can give you pictures of that plaque if you want it. See a couple t-shirts, hats, and autographs if you want them.
So you think Mayweather should have fought Paul instead of Oscar?
Huh?
You think you think it was a mistake for Mayweather to fight Oscar over Paul Williams?
Floyd Mayweather never had no intentions on fighting Paul Williams. It was never a money issue. They had different promoters, but the same person that managed Paul Williams managed Floyd Mayweather. Who is that? Al Heyman. Al Heyman wanted that fight to happen, but Floyd declined to mix it up with the Punisher, bro. That's the truth. It's not a lie, and it's not taking nothing away from Floyd. But if you were 6'4" and had an 82-inch reach, I wouldn't want to come near you either. If I was 5'8", I would never want to come near you. I'll stay the hell away from you. It's a business at the end of the day. They were managed by the same person. The same person that made Paul rich made Floyd rich. So it was a fight that he wanted. Paul petitioned for the fight. Okay, let's just put it out there. Paul Williams was the world champion after he beat who? After he beat who? Antonio Margarito.
Margarito.
This again was which? Did Floyd Mayweather fight Antonio Margarito?
No, he got more money to fight Oscar.
Say what?
He got more money to fight Oscar.
That's besides the point of what I'm saying.
Ain't that the point of professional sports, though?
Floyd did not want to fight Margarito. So when we say that Floyd Mayweather is the best of his generation, let's talk about the people that he ducked. Let's talk about that too.
Okay, but you can't say he ducked Margarito to go fight Oscar De La Hoya, though.
First of all, that fight with Margarito ain't had nothing to do with Oscar De La Hoya. Margarito petitioned him to fight. He said he didn't want to fight Margarito. because that was a tough fight. Because you got to think about it. At the time, Margarito was in his prime and at the top of his game. At the time, he petitioned Floyd to fight him. Because this was after Pretty Boy. This was after Pretty Boy Floyd and long before Money Mayweather, bro. You got to think about it. Paul Williams had a wreck 2 weeks before he was going to fight Canelo for $25 million. Now I put that out there. Tell them to put that out there.
Well, that's breaking news.
Huh?
So Paul was signed to fight Canelo or in talks to fight Canelo?
Before Paul Williams had that wreck, he was in camp to fight Canelo Alvarez for $25 million.
Ooh. I've never heard that one. That's big news. I'm just saying at the time of all this debate with the Margarito Paul Williams was when Mayweather bought himself out of his contract at Top Rank before he fought De La Hoya. Right? So
Mayweather fought De La Hoya, he was not signed no Top Rank.
I'm saying he bought himself out of Top Rank before he fought De La Hoya.
Floyd Mayweather was not signed to Top Rank when he became what he became. He bought himself out the contract for Top Rank.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We both agree.
Long before that monster he became, he been left Top Rank. He left Top Rank before he went to fight. Before Floyd Mayweather became a super lightweight, he was already gone from Top Rank. He's already out of that deal. That's information because Floyd was already independent. Before Al Heyman got Floyd Mayweather, he was signed Jay Prince. Before Al Heyman, it was Jay Prince. Floyd bought himself out of that contract $700,000. So that Top Rank mess was old. He wasn't even fighting 140. When he left Top Rank, that's when he went up the ranks before the 47 and 54. He was 135 pounder at Top Rank. He left Top Rank because he thought that Bob Aaron was slighting him and promoting De La Hoya.
Fact. So that was in 06 when he left Top Rank. In 06, y'all beat Margarito the next year in 07. So at 06, your last fight was what? Mitchell or whoever else before he left to go fight De La Hoya. So I'm saying, I don't know if it's quite a ducking situation or a money situation. Obviously, with Floyd, a lot of it has to do with money.
In 06, Floyd Mayweather it wasn't even a conversation about Top Rank. He left Top Rank long before 06, man. He been left Top Rank. And why would he fight his promoter? You got to remember, De La Hoya is long before him. After he came from Top Rank, he signed the Golden Boy and Al Heyman. Do you remember Richard Schaefer was the president of Golden Boy? Al Heyman was Richard Schaefer right-hand man. Every one of Al's fighters was signed to De La Hoya.
Yeah, because Floyd left in, I think, April of 06 from what the reports are saying. So
leaving no 06. Listen, it was at the time, what was the biggest promotional company at the time out there on the West Coast? What was the biggest promotional company?
On the West?
What was the biggest promotional company at the time before Top Rank, before Golden Boy? What was the biggest promotional company out there?
Oh, you have to answer that one.
Goose and Tuna. Paul Williams was signed along with James Toney, Andre Ward, all of them was with Goose and Tuna. Floyd Mayweather was over there with De La Hoya. You got to understand, long before Floyd Mayweather was already a free agent long before 06 came.
Hey, mute up, Tom. What I'm saying is some of the timeline doesn't seem to quite add up, is all I'm saying. So if you're saying that he left way before April of 06, but April of 06 is when he turned down the Margarito fight. So
in 06, think about it, in 06, I just told you where he was at in 06. 06 to the present, he has been independent. In 06, Floyd Mayweather was nowhere near Top Rank. Floyd Mayweather turned pro the summer of '97. The next year after he won that Olympic in Atlanta. That's when he turned pro. So he only gave Ball Aaron 3 years. So if you do the math from '97 ain't nowhere near '06. He only gave him 3 years, man. This is not what I'm saying. This is not what the news media said. We talking about from the horse's mouth. Floyd and Ball Aaron fell out. Jay Prince was managing Floyd Mayweather. Do you remember this story? Since you say you read the news and you hear the
Yeah,
news?
yeah. No, I remember Jay Prince being the manager, but Top Rank
Yeah,
still
but he
being the
was still on
promotion.
the top rank. He was still on the top rank.
Top rank team. Who did Ball Aaron write a check to keep him from killing him? Who he did? Who he wrote a check to?
What you mean?
I just told you the timeline, bro. I just told you the timeline. It's
No,
not
bro.
right or wrong. But what
No.
I'm telling you, in '06, Floyd Mayweather was riding high in '06 with Al Heyman. Ball Aaron was nowhere in the picture. Top Rank wasn't nowhere in the picture in '06, bro. They were nowhere near.
See, but neither was Paul though, because Paul didn't have a title till '07. So why should have Mayweather have fought Paul with no title after beating Zab, beating Baltimore, and on his way to De La Hoya?
Put the resumes upside against each other. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're talking about Zab, Judah, and you're talking about all of them. Why should you have fought Paul? Because Paul was the cash cow. The cash cow was in Paul Williams, bro. What are you
That's
talking
not
about?
true. That's a lie.
Who was Mr. Once again, like I said,
How
you talking
long?
about information.
De La Hoya was the cash cow. I never saw Paul Williams on pay-per-view. What are you talking about?
Paul Williams won what?
How is somebody a cash cow when they're not consistently on pay-per-view? You said he was the cash cow. That's a lie.
How that's a lie? We got the facts to prove it. If he missed the HBO, sir, how he not a cash cow?
Okay. If he, how many times was he on pay-per-view?
Well, I let you talk, bro. I let you talk, so you won't tell me. But I'm not a better shit. We can get the papers out. I got the contracts. I got all the information. We can pull the shit out. We ain't got a text. We ain't got email. We ain't got a better shit. I got the black and white. I got the transcript, bro. I got the facts in front of me. You're not talking about somebody.
How many times have Paul Williams been on pay-per-view?
Paul Williams did. You're talking
How
about
many
somebody
times have Paul Williams been on pay-per-view since you said he was a cash cow? How many times was he on pay-per-view? Okay. Cash cows was out on pay-per-view. Cash cows was out on pay-per-view, brother. I'm sorry.
No. Since you got all these numbers and facts. When was Floyd Mayweather? When did Floyd fight on pay-per-view?
Arturo Gotti.
You're Arturo Gotti lie. You're Arturo Gotti lie. That's a lie, bro.
That was in '05.
Hold on, listen. We're gonna get our Googles.
I'm looking at the resumes right now. Arturo Gotti in '05 was his first pay-per-view.
What I'm saying to you is, I ain't being disrespectful. We talking like men. All I'm
Yeah,
telling
that's
you
good.
is going off of what somebody wrote. I said I got the hard drive in the documents, bro. I ain't talking about what nobody telling me. I'm talking about factual, actual. I ain't talking about what nobody told me.
No, you not talking about factual, but you not though. You just asking. He told you who was the first pay-per-view, and you said he was lying.
The first pay-per-view was Arturo Gotti. Really? So what network had that pay-per-view? Tell me what network. Let me see if you really in the box. What network was that in? What network was
Okay, go lay down, baby.
What network was it?
Oh my God, you may talk to you in a minute, so I was trying to let y'all catch up.
Just let me get a network. Give me a network name.
Huh?
Give me a network name.
Oh yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I'm back. Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, we all here.
No, he dropped off. But you know,
That's because
that
the
was a
heat's
pretty good.
coming. Paul Williams never deserved the Mayweather fight. That's what we're getting around to.
No, he didn't drop out because of no heat. I mean, that's a guy who has a direct number to Al Heyman. He been around them. Look, you're not talking to a boxing historian, right? You're just talking to a person that's been in part of the business. So if he says something that didn't line up, he was pretty much just explaining the whole timeline the best he could. He ain't a content creator.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not expecting him to know things like dates and shit. I'm not.
Williams situation. That's it.
No, of course. But I also know that being that he's part of the camp, he has a biasness toward the situation. So that's why I asked.
He's been a part of PBC, bro. He's been a part of boxing. His pops.
Okay, but if he's saying that Floyd ducked him, obviously he has a thing against Floyd too, and he wishes Paul would have got the fight. I get it.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying I have both of their resumes lined up with dates. So I'm just kind of like, all right, when was this fight supposed to happen? Because if we're looking at it, like we said, Floyd's first pay-per-view was against Arturo Gatti in 2005. Right? So in 2005, Paul Williams had no title, no type of belt whatsoever, not even a fucking silver belt or anything in 2005. So he didn't get his first actual belt as a champion until he beat Margarito in 2007, which was already after Mayweather had the De La Hoya fight. So it's like, how was he supposed to fight him before De La Hoya? Because before De La Hoya, he beat Sharma Mitchell for the WBO, NABO, and the WC USN.
Their belts, yeah.
Right? And then the next fight after that was against Santos Pacquiao or Pacu in 2006. That was November 2006. November 2006. Let's see. I'm going back to Mayweather shit. November of 2006, Mayweather fought Caldas Baldomir after he beat, and he had fought Judah in April of 2006.
Yeah.
So how does Mayweather go from Arturo Gatti to beating Sharma, beating Judah, beating Baldomir, buying himself out of top-rate contract to go fight De La Hoya, but somehow in there he should have fought Paul Mitchell when he barely first got his first belt? Like, that's what I'm saying. It can't really be considered a duck. Paul Williams was a rising factor. Obviously, his physical stature looked like problems. But as far as his accomplishments at that time, doesn't really warrant a fight against one of the biggest at that point. After we'll say after De La Hoya fight, the biggest fighter in the game.
Style makes fights, bro. So you gotta look at it in that perspective too. Like, it doesn't always line up with what they've accomplished up to that point. It may be stylistically a dangerous fight. Now I know some timelines was off, but I didn't interrupt because No.
And like, once again, it ain't no disrespect to nothing, but this shit did happen, almost 20 years ago by now, about 15 plus. So things will be forgotten in the mix. But I'm just saying that the main time that I'm seeing people say it should have happened was 06-ish timeline between when it looked like it could happen. But then when you see the business decisions on both party, and then obviously the Quintana loss didn't help. And he went and got that back though. Next fight over, it was a controversial decision. But I'm gonna say after Mayweather beat De La Hoya, it's all she wrote after that. He was Money Mayweather. He was the pay-per-view lottery. So at that point, you got to bring something to the table. So before that point, before the De La Hoya point, I mean, he still had some good legendary fights under his belt. Paul Williams didn't have that yet. So I think it's just more of their trajectory, their career didn't quite match up at the right time. And I think if Paul Williams could have, I don't know, probably kept it up against higher competition, he probably could have got that. But after that, he didn't really fight too many more. I mean, we got Quintana, Andy Coley, Verno Phillips. Then he fought Winky in 2009. So I'm like, I mean, by that time, he was middleweight already, right? Or WBO interim junior middleweight against Verno Phillips, 2008. We already know what Mayweather was doing in 2008. So it's like, I don't know. Oh, Mayweather was retired in 2008. But he had fought De La Hoya, then Hatton, and then came back and fought Marquez and Mosley. It's like, where does Paul Williams fit in that mix, bro? I don't know.
I agree. That's not the first time I heard, that Mayweather didn't want to fight Paul Williams. But, it's one of those deals where you're talking to a team member, not a content creator.
Yeah,
You know, we try to line stuff up like you're doing. You know, line it up.
Hey, but I appreciate the phone call though. We did get some. I didn't know Paul Williams was scheduled to fight Canelo though. I never knew that.
Yeah, he wrecked down here. You know, he wrecked on you know the highway. You know what I'm saying? I'm down in the A. He wrecked down here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They say he was anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, nah. I mean the crash did fuck shit up, obviously. And much love to Paul Williams. Like I said, still a very entertaining fighter, still a fighter that when he's on the card you tune in to see. But I just don't see this world beater that people were talking about. Which and the only reason I say world beater, because if people think he actually had a chance to beat Mayweather, you must think he's something very special. Because Mayweather is arguably the GOAT of boxing. So that's kind of where it kind of, you know, I don't know.
It depends on what era you're looking at as far as being the GOAT of boxing. And what competition that he faced vice, you know, the early era, you know, when it comes to the GOAT. That's a whole nother freaking lie.
I just put everything in context. I put the resumes, I put the championship fights, the pay-per-view, the money, the accuracy, the defense, the footwork, the never been. I mean, unless you want to count Zab, one drop in his life, touching the canvas, never been stopped. Not even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you want to look at just some of the other greats we think of Roy Jones and Muhammad Ali and some of these other guys, when they were in their late 30s, they were getting slept. So, and it never happened to Floyd. He ain't even been dropped.
I mean, you can say he never been dropped, but you know, when fighters get hurt like Floyd did when he was fighting Sugar Shane, then people deduct points like, oh man, he was almost there. But you know, Zab Judah actually made his glove touch the canvas.
That's why I said if people want to count the drop of Zab, it's cool. We can count that because he did take a knee from a broken hand. So he does have one time where he took an 8 count. Yeah. So that's kind of one of one, right? It wasn't a real drop, but we'll include Zab. So we'll say once in his whole career, he's been quote unquote dropped. And then and after that, what happened? All of our greats have been knocked the fuck out. All of them.
But I feel that's a part of the jacket though. If you stay around long enough and you fight the tough competition, you may face adversity. Everybody can't. How many you know, fighters that you consider the GOAT has O's on their record? I mean, it's not many, bro.
Not a lot.
I mean, just think about it like this too, Max, right? Think about you know, Rocky Marciano. Why was he attempting to break Marciano's record when it really didn't mean anything? It's just, I mean, we're talking about a fighter who took extreme amount of punishment. Nobody's never teaching Marciano's style in the gym.
Never.
He got beat the hell up. He had a right hand he called Susie Q that he landed a lot. You know, he'll take 3 or 4 punches to give it. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, why would you
just
try to
break
Marciano's record though? What's the purpose?
Because like I said, I think it just when 100 years from now, 200 years from now, when you start splitting hairs, he's always gonna have. I had 51 fights and didn't lose, and they weren't against Marciano competition. They were against dudes that had belts most of the time. Like how many?
Ricardo Lopez retired at 51-0. He don't get no love.
Yeah, that's true. But then you start splitting hairs with the competition.
Yeah, with the competition, true.
But see, where Mayweather has an edge in that too. So and then when you want to go like, okay, fuck the competition, fuck who they fought, fuck everything. How were they in the ring against any competition, any style? Floyd figured them all out. He got the highest connect percentage with the lowest landed on. So he's the best in both categories with landing and not getting landed on.
Yeah, maybe not proof. That's not even a question. Floyd Mayweather is the truth. I mean,
so and then when everyone says the art of boxing is hit and don't get hit, I mean, who does it better? Nobody. Correct. So that's what I'm saying. All those combined, that's why I say he's a GOAT. Now, if you want to look at one thing or another, like, well, strictly competition, yeah, Muhammad Ali probably had a better resume as far as fighting the top dudes and their heavyweights at that, where you can really get slept. So he got the edge in that. But then you start throwing all the other things in the mix. It's like Floyd never lost in the middle of his career. He didn't lose in his prime. Muhammad Ali lost in his prime. You know what I'm saying? Like Sugar Ray Leonard lost in his prime. You know what I'm saying? So you start, just splitting hairs. It's like, well, didn't happen to Floyd. Motherfuckers got dropped when they were 34, 35. Didn't happen to Floyd. You know what I mean? I mean, you see Roy Jones still
Muhammad Ali got dropped in lost in his prime. You have to think of the level of competition too. It's just not like you can easily, put that together, who Floyd fought and who Ali was fighting back then, man. Like, Nah,
Yeah, well, I
it's
mean, I give edges to
that's what
heavyweights
I'm down
anyway
with.
because
That's what I'm down
heavyweights are pure power. It only takes, heavyweights. I think heavyweights are the ultimate weight class. There's no catch weight. It's anything over 200. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think it's the ultimate. That's why heavyweight champs are always the king of the world, regardless. But I mean, still, it's like that could have been Floyd, right? I mean, when Floyd, people forget when Floyd took on Diego, like Diego's just way bigger than him, looked like a monster. Not no one gave Floyd a chance. I mean, a lot of people did, but no one saw Floyd doing what he did to Diego. So that could have been where maybe Diego catches him with a fucking punch and puts him out or beats him in the decision.
I mean,
Who knows? But it never happened.
If Diego chose not to adjust and switch it up and continue to fight the same fight, I mean, he got the results that he got, but it still was a damn good fight. I like Diego Corrales. I like Chico, man.
I love it. But then when you look at the size difference between because we talk about competition, yes, but I mean Canelo is Canelo, and Canelo was 20 to 30 pounds bigger than Floyd on the night of the fight, and Floyd fucking
bro. Most his
beat his ass
in Mexico, bro. It was in Mexico, man. Come on, majority of his freaking fights was in Mexico. So do we really think?
But seeing who he is now, though, he's obviously a factor. He's all-time great.
Now we're talking about when he fought Floyd.
Yeah, and ever since the Floyd fight, he's looked decent. I mean, he lost against Bivol recently, but he's a legendary fighter. I mean, Floyd has a lot of legendary fighters on his resume, and dudes that
no doubt
at the
for a long time Floyd had
My only thing is, I understand that Floyd's personality gets him hated on a lot, but it always happens when Floyd beats someone. There's a reason. Oh, the dude's past his prime. He's too old. Well, all he did was this. But then that person he beats goes on a 3-4 fight win streak, knockout streak. Oh, Pacquiao's back. Pacquiao looks hungry. I thought Pacquiao was over the hill when Floyd fought him. But when Pacquiao beats all his other dudes, he's a factor. So that means he was a factor then. So let's not take it away. Same thing with Canelo. Canelo's too young to snap. But the next 3-4 fights, Canelo looked just fine. I think it's just he's graded on a scale because you either love him or hate him. You can't feel indifferent about Floyd, and you can't act like you don't know who he is. You either love the guy or you hate the guy. So, the hate is strong in a lot of people, which we hear a lot in these conversations. But just going by numbers and shit and going by just the total package, especially when it comes to getting fighters paid, which is the whole reason they do this shit. Now, at the same time, I also say Floyd Mayweather was the one that killed the sport. The same way Jordan killed the sport. When you're so fucking good, everyone's looking to beat that. So now that's why people are scared to lose that O. Because it takes is one loss.
Just able to excel in the system of the sport because we can't consider just boxing as in its totality because it's not even a single entity. Boxing is an unregulated sport that allow you to compete. And you have so many branches in boxing, and everybody's doing shit differently. Every promoter is different. Every commission is different. You know
everybody
what I'm
got
saying?
this different business plan, a different way of doing this shit. It's always, but this is all what I say when I have a problem with what Floyd did in the business. And now we see in Siamese fighting and fucking all these exhibitions and a fucking exhibition counted as a fuck. I'm gonna never forgive that.
What?
Exhibition counted as a fucking fight. That shit is stupid.
Talking about McGregor?
Yeah, man. Y'all blew me with that shit.
Hey, but see, here's the thing, Combo, is you are a purely boxing fan, and that's it, right? You don't fuck with MMA at all. But for all those other people in the world that do, they really, really, really thought that McGregor had a chance. We all knew that he didn't. We all knew he didn't. But the way that he was knocking motherfuckers out with the forehand gloves looked like if he lands something. I mean, they damn near have motherfuckers convinced Ronda Rousey had a chance. Like,
listen,
you know what I mean? Like,
you could do. I'm not gonna say don't go get your money, right? But don't throw smut on the name. Don't turn another nigga light. That's to me. That's like turning another nigga light on to turn your light on. That's just some sucker shit to me, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, hey, the way I look at it is McGregor was talking a lot of shit. Mayweather caught that fade. I mean, fuck what the situation was.
MMA, UFC, jiu-jitsu, karate, they always talk shit to bosses, bro. You know how many times I got offered to come to my gym and see what you can do. I bet you if you come to my gym, you could wrestlers, especially wrestlers. Bro, we don't even do the same fucking thing. It's a completely different science. And y'all only know a little bit of this sport.
Yeah, it's football compared to flag football. It's football compared to flag football.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I hate it. And I hate the child. Never mind. I'm sorry.
But
I just know I sound like the angry old man. That shit, what the fuck? Man, you choking like shit. If you choking like that, you need to stop smoking. Alcohol don't make you choke.
that's just a good thing right there. That's a good sign.
God damn, look how the police sitting out there. He ready to catch everybody. He trying to catch everybody. I want him to try. If he try to chase me, I'm gonna run. Fuck it, I might as well run. He coming out like that. He not. Hey, might as well make fun of that shit. Yeah, I can't get away. I can get away. It'll be funny, like Bonnie and Clyde, and they get it
But
on us to get
yeah,
in the driver's seat.
once again, I'm not trying to shit on Paul Williams. Very entertaining fighter, but he's just not on that. He's not on the Mayweather level, and I don't see a point in his career where he deserved or earned, or it could be realistic to line up a Mayweather fight. I don't know. I don't see the way the time their trajectory was. Now maybe if it would have took Mayweather another two. What was that?
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying maybe if it would have took Mayweather another year or two to get that De La Hoya fight, then yeah, because then he would have really ran out of options if he couldn't secure that big bag. It'd been like Paul Williams in those next 2 years. I mean, he had the Quintana loss, which was very controversial. A lot of people feel he won. He ran it back and won, so it kind of erased it. But in that time frame, Paul Williams had a nice little run. Then maybe he could have lined it up. I mean, same thing people say with the Margarito shit. Margarito was kind of fresh too at that time. It's just that when we all get excited, the same way motherfuckers get excited on Baby Anderson right now and all these other dudes, you're like, ooh, a new toy. Look at this guy. I bet this guy will beat Wilder. Like, come on, this is the same shit we're dealing with the Paul Williams and Mayweather shit. Like, ooh, Paul Williams, look at it. He's exciting. He's fucking tall and knocked this dude the fuck out. Oh, Mayweather can't fuck with him. And then it's like, come on, but look at Mayweather's career compared to Paul Williams at the time in 2006. It's not even fucking close. The same way we're talking about, like, how does Big Baby deserve a Wilder fight? Maybe he should get, Ortiz fight or a, Joyce, like something like that. But it's like the same surprise we had of motherfuckers talking about, oh, Big Baby should fight Wilder. Like same thing, the same way I thought about it when people were like, oh, Paul Williams should fight Mayweather. It's like, come on, man. Y'all saw his last two fights before that. You can't even name the other fights he had before that. Y'all saw him on HBO 2 times in a row. Saw him tall as fuck in a weight class he didn't look like he belonged in, knocking dudes the fuck out. It looked fun. The same thing people thought about Fedor. Oh, Fedor ready for Charlo. No, he's not.
I mean, we knew that when he fought Danny Lewis and Gervonta Clark from Cincinnati. He actually, in my opinion, lost that fight, but they gave him a draw. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
it was only a matter of time. Daniel Lewis, I think his reach was like 71 inches or something. He was touching Fundora up, when they fought. So it was only a matter of time, man. And then Carlos Ocampo goes in there. Look, Carlos Ocampo proved something. He gave us the biggest red flag. He went in there and went the distance with Fundora after Erickson Lubin was stopped by Fundora. And you ask anybody about Erickson Lubin and Carlos Ocampo, say, who do you think will win that fight? They'll say Erickson Lubin. But Carlos Ocampo went the distance with Fundora. You know what I'm saying? How is that? I guess, tactically, strategy, boxing IQ, that Carlos Ocampo got it done. He went the distance, but he lost, but he went the distance.
Yeah, and sometimes and that's another reason why I feel like sometimes people do avoid undefeated fighters because there's not a blueprint yet on really how to deal with them. But then a lot of times they take an L and all of a sudden everyone's lining up to fight them. Because now like, okay, I could probably do that same thing that dude did, or at least something similar or better version of. But when dudes are still a mystery and you haven't seen a weakness yet, that's a lot of motherfuckers don't want to deal with that shit.
But who was winning that fight before Fundora got knocked out?
Honestly, I can't even lie. I did not watch the whole fight in its entirety. I did not score it. I watched
Fundora was having a pretty good go. You know what I'm saying? Fundora was doing what Fundora does. But
and
as always,
Fedora's an exciting fighter, bro. Like I think you line it up with anyone in division, he's not gonna stop punching. He's gonna come forward. He's not gonna have a boring fight. It's kind of Sean Porter-ish, right? Like I don't think I've seen Sean Porter in a boring fight. Maybe a fight where he don't look as good.
With Sebastian Formella.
Oh yeah. That was trash. That's one.
For real, that was jelly right there.
That's one against a lackluster opponent. But like every time the big lights is on, Sean Porter always showed up whether he lost or not. So I think Fundora will be in the same light. He'll have a lot of exciting fights. I think he's going to be in the category of not a Hall of Famer fighter, but with Hall of Fame fights.
I don't know, man. That chin is what that chin is, and his arm reach what 80 plus inches. I mean, you got joint problems you got to consider. You know, chin. You know, he's just like a walking skeletal frame with skin, man. He's very light. You know, and then it seems like he's too light to move up the middleweight. It seems like that'll be too much power for him. So, yeah, he's gonna be home staying down at 154 for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he was making 147 is crazy.
Yeah, I think he was getting a little bit ahead of himself because he said he'd come down to 47 and fight Spence. You know,
no, Spence will break his shit.
And I was just thinking to myself, like, dude, you already damn near skin and bones. You come down to 47 and fight Spence. Damn. That, I mean, curiosity, yeah, that'd be a good fight.
Nah, there's only one fight we want to see from Spence, man. The same fight we want to see for the past 5 fucking years.
Yeah, so the ghost of boxing has spoke on it several times. We're just trying to find out where it's at right now, bro. You know, they talking about it's gonna be an announcement in April 22nd and all this other folklores and shit.
Yeah, they're trying to just keep people off the scent. See, what we need to do is just reserve a room in Vegas every weekend for the rest of the fucking year. Just cancel them.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm exhausted from that freaking the rumor mill that goes on to that Crawford Spence. Too many people have attached themselves to it and dedicated putting out fake news. And then, you know, when the fake news just expires and nothing happens, they don't even really come back with a post reaction or anything.
Yeah, my bad, y'all.
I fucked up.
Yeah, nah. I'll believe it when they both post something on their own social medias and there's a press conference. When that happens, then I'll be like, all right, we might actually get it after all. But then you gotta hope that neither one gets injured and actually makes it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
But, man, I'm so mad about my phone, bro. I can't even go live on Instagram, dude. This shit fucking sucks.
Bud gonna be damn near 40 by the time. It's probably gonna be on Triller in about 15 years, the way Mike and Roy was. And it might still make a good pay-per-view just like Mike and Roy. So
I don't know, man. You talking about the way people take care of themselves? That's gonna play a huge role. So if they come back, I don't know, man. You talking about people ballooning up in weight and stuff in between fights?
Well, only one of them does that.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, you know, if they come back for exhibition, it might not even be close, man. Like, yeah, at least Roy Jones and Mike Tyson was, you know, competitive from the eye test. You know,
yeah. I mean, PEDs will give you that extra juice if you need it. That's for sure.
Come on, man. We know Triller wasn't testing.
We know they were
smoking weed. I was at the fight. Mike was smoking weed, dog.
And we know what Roy has a history of also. So you know.
They weren't doing no drug testing there, man.
He never got caught.
Okay. He did.
Hey, it's like John Jones. It's like John Jones. He never got caught, bro.
John Jones popped. He didn't pop for a substance. He popped for metabolites, but he still popped.
Yeah, he popped for metabolites and then picograms, and then had to go in front of commission, and they fined that man $200,000+ to come back to the sport and get his license back. Yeah, he went through it, but they consider him a legend, man, a GOAT. You know,
I still think it's the GOAT. The only thing with the picograms that gets me the metabolites is it's still not popping for a substance, and picograms wasn't even a measure that they measured before that point in time.
Well, you know, the anti-doping agencies, they've been learning as they go along too, because when fighters used to pop, they used to announce it to the public. They stopped that. John Jones got that, you know, pretty much stopped because they were saying, okay, maybe his body is still fleshing out what he used to be on, the drugs he used to be on, and maybe he hasn't took anything else new because the levels are still the same. The levels are low, very minute levels. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and that's why when the Golden Snitch came on Rogan and he broke it all down, like, I mean, I ain't no scientist, but I mean, he broke it down in layman's terms, and it's kind of like, maybe he might have in the past, but you know, like, I don't know.
I mean, it's possible he was. It's a lot of people that, you know, depending on where you at, how long you out for a fight? Are you out on a medical leave? You know, because you gotta be with the
Dude, all these dudes are on
anti-doping for
fucking
6
PEDs,
months.
bro. All
For
these
6 months after.
every fighter is on PEDs.
I
I'll say
don't know
98%
about
of
that.
all fighters
It's
are on
according to
some
what
type
it's
of
according to
PED.
what you're talking about. Supplements or PEDs.
I'm
You know,
saying PEDs, performance, not necessarily steroids, EPOs, all kinds of
yeah,
extra shit, because there's a long list of legal PEDs you can take.
yeah.
And these dudes are taking those. So either way, ain't nobody just eating food and getting in the ring. That's not happening.
No, I mean you gotta have your body recovering in the quickest manner and continue to, you know, get stronger and
What's going
stronger
on?
without breaking down, you know.
For sure.
So that
That's what
will
I'm saying.
take
Like
pads. That
it's
definitely would take pads.
the PED dealers are always one step ahead of the people tracking them, because you can't put something on a ban list if you don't know about it yet. So they're always trying to come up with a new drug to beat the system. It's going to take a little bit for the system to say, oh, we found another one, put on the ban list. We see what it does. So they're always going to be one step ahead. A lot of these dudes take shit, even if it's legal. Like same thing with Canelo. What Canelo got popped for was having too much of something in the system. Not the fact he had it in the system in general. He just had too much of it. So these motherfuckers are allowed to take a bunch of shit up to certain levels, depending on the commissions, and they do.
But Canelo did pop dirty though. He got caught.
He did. But I'm saying his violation was having too much computer on the system.
I mean, isn't that post reaction after Mauricio Suleiman wanted to increase the levels though?
Yeah, and then after he tried to increase the levels for Canelo.
He didn't try. He did.
Yeah, he did just for WBC. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, people are forgetting the fact that you can have clenbuterol in your system as a boxer. You just can't have a certain level of it, but you can totally have it though. So these motherfuckers can still put it in their system. Just don't put too much. You know, have a couple shots. Don't get too drunk. That's pretty much just saying. So it's not an all natural. Even if you're a clean fighter, quote unquote, and you pass these tests, doesn't mean that you don't have shit in your system. It just means you have the allowed levels in your system. Same thing when you get TRT exemptions and shit. Like same shit.
Yep, true. And you also have to look at the rankings too. A lot of these fighters really they compete dirty up till they get to a certain ranking where they get tested.
Yep.
You know, now all these fighters get tested until they get to a certain ranking.
And then when you when I saw the Golden Snitch shit and he broke down PD testing, as far as like the way the UFC does it too, is they have like pretty much they have like the basic package, right? We got here's the $29.99 covers all this.
Yeah.
But then if you want specific like HGH or EPOs, those cost like another $100K or whatever.
Correct.
Just for that one fighter. So they can't do that for their whole roster. They need to have a suspicion that you might be using that shit. And those are like the ones that really take effect. So like the basic ones they're doing is only covering like, I think it's like 75% of shit, but the most dangerous ones you have to have a specific test for.
Or champions. They single out those with belts, or those who contending with belts. But yeah, like you said, you know, some of those other fighters that's not really in contention that's competing. Yeah, they probably come in there all the time, you know, with a quick turnaround, especially in mixed martial arts. They're dirty, but they're not getting tested like that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's even sad because it's even more sad because at least UFC specifically, they have you're at least going to get this type of testing, you know, but boxing, you have to negotiate testing. So if you're not willing to negotiate and either have your promotion or you pay for it out of pocket yourself, which a lot of these fighters ain't making enough money to do, especially if you're trying to find out if they're on the real PEDs, because
that'd be fucked up, man.
You know what I mean? Like, but
fighters is not getting a purse that big. They can't be responsible for paying for testing.
Because I believe that the Golden Snitch said like the HGH testing just to test only for HGH to add on is like almost like $100K. Some of these fighters ain't even making $100K purse, much less their split of the purse. You know, like
Amir Khan, he's suspended for 2 years. He
don't care. That was his last fucking fight.
I was just saying he tested positive. He tried to come in dirty and get the win.
Still got that ass whooped.
Yeah, still got his ass whooped, man.
But that's why when I had talked to Nonito on Mark Nash's podcast, shout out to my boy Mark Nash. He had Nonito on there, so I was able to ask him about how he feels. You know, he's a proponent for clean fighting, and I asked him, so you don't use anything, like you don't use even allowed shit, you don't even use like creatine or protein from GNC, like, and he said he don't use anything unless it comes from food,
bro.
I don't know if I believe it.
I'm not gonna get into it. I was overseas. I went to a lot of freaking schools over there. I did go to Philippines and man, come on, bro. I'm not gonna get into Man, come on. It's easy for you to try to clean up just like a politician and go out here into the YTC community and speak about, oh man, I don't do anything. I'm strictly from protein for food. Bro, come on, stop, man. You know, and then people are gonna say,
it's
oh,
like,
well,
dude,
you
you're
gotta
like 20
prove
years
it.
old.
I know I'm not here to prove it. I'm just telling you what I've heard over the years, who I've talked to. And I've been to the Philippines, man. Come on, man. It's guys over there that's building up their record. You think they got testing like that? Man, over there, no, bro. Come on, man. Anybody who's sitting up here talking about they just get it from food, they're not being honest, man. And I'll tell Nonito that he's not being honest, man. He's not being entirely honest for a guy that many fights that you just get it from protein. No, bro. No. I don't believe that.
No, he said he don't even use protein or creatine or nothing.
No, I'm just saying he getting it from food. He said he get it from food.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, I mean, maybe if you were in your prime, like young 20s, but I mean, we all know biologically at this age, when you get towards 40s, you're breaking down, bro.
Yeah, you breaking down, and you got to go through fight camp, take punishment. Boxing is one of the only sports like you're taking punishment with heavy, larger gloves on, with headgear, without headgear, whatever you want to do. And you breaking your body down, and you get into your 40s, and you're still saying, "Okay, I'm coming back in here and fighting Nordino Bali, a championship fight, and you fighting Nordino Bali on championship level." You just before that you went the distance with Monster Inoue, and where was that fight at again? What was that fight at?
What was it? Japan?
Exactly. Exactly. I bet you was full of protein over there. I bet you was full of protein over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's why, you know, pretty much every time oh shit, my bad. My bad, my fucking little scanner and shit, but
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, man. The PEDs ain't gonna help him against Fulton though.
Can you hear me? I think there I go.
You said it ain't gonna help him against what, Kyle?
I said the PEDs ain't gonna help him against Fulton though.
Oh man, you know Fulton gonna give him that business. That's gonna be a good fight, man. I'm going for CBS, man.
Hey, you think it's gonna be like a Rigo Donaire fight, or you think it's just gonna be a good fight, but Fulton's gonna win?
I think it's gonna be a good fight, somewhere like Angelo Leo and Fulton had. I think it's gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be all about the boxing, or it might be a mixture of Leo, Figueroa. You know what I'm saying? When they fought Fulton. You know, I'm not believing all the hype that Monster who went the distance with an older, you know, freaking Donaire, and then came back. Yeah, he stopped him in the rematch. You talking about a whole different fighter in Cool Boy Steph. Cool Boy Steph isn't old, and Anna, man, come on, bro. Man, Monster is not gonna have an easy go figuring out Cool Boy Steph, because he's shown that he can fight different styles and be productive.
Yeah, no, I fuck with Cool Boy, man. I fuck with, once again, when you start comparing, you see his level of competition, you see the resume, you see his performances. You know what I'm saying? You see that, like you said, he's fought different styles. Like, he's the guy.
Yeah, he can box. He can bang it out on the inside. I mean, you know, he has he's multifaceted, man. It's gonna be interesting. The fight, I think, was pushed back to what, June now, May or June, because Inoue is injured. I can't even hear. Somehow we mute. Can you hear me, Cal?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying the fight. I think the fight was pushed back to like May or June for them to step in the ring, though.
Did you see his hand? It's like that shit was like split. Like
Inoue, for real?
Yeah. No, he had to see his hand injury for sure.
Oh, seriously? Okay. Well, he definitely need to get that checked out.
Yeah, I don't know what he gonna do as far as his power, we'll see.
Is that his power hand? What hand was it? His left or right?
I don't know. I gotta look it up. I just seen the X-ray. The X-ray looked fucked up.
Oh, okay. Well, it's always other
That's
competition.
just saying, I don't know. You know how people be just be posting shit though. You know how people be posting up that fake shit. I don't know how serious it is, but
yeah.
You know.
I looked at MJ, his compeer at super bantamweight. He just lost his titles to a Filipino fighter. He just lost his titles the other night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got his ass whooped, man. I knew he
The
wasn't
WBA and the IBF, yeah. Yeah, he got dealt
Who
with.
was that? Who just lost?
MJ.
Oh, he just got his ass whooped?
Yeah, he lost his titles, man. You know.
Oh, he was on that DAZN card?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, man, he got his ass beat, man. From round one.
I didn't watch that fight. I didn't watch that card. Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
If Inouye don't line up.
Well, I saw him in his last fight, the fight that he broke his hand in, and I said then he wasn't everything they said he was.
I'm just wondering,
I saw that last performance. He won the fight. He won the fight, but he didn't look good winning the fight. Like, oh, this dude ain't that shit. He ain't shit. He just fought somebody who wasn't shit.
What's up, OG? Hey, why'd you duck the smoke when Paul Williams people came on?
I was there. I had to go take a phone call. I got business going on, man. This shit way more important than what we talking about.
You got business.
Okay.
I got shit going on,
okay.
Bro. I missed that call. I would have missed some money.
Hey, it's like we all jumped in the fight. I look around, all the homies did. You feel me? Like,
no,
damn.
I told him what Paul told me. He told me, that man told me that Floyd ducked Paul. I don't need to hear nothing else. That's what that man told me. I gave Floyd more credit. I said Paul said that him and Floyd just couldn't make the fight. That man said Floyd ducked Paul. So, you know, he in the camp. You know, I just telling the man what Paul told me. I talked to Paul personally. He told me that. He say the reason the fight never happened is because they just couldn't make it. That's what Paul said. This man say something different. So, hey, you know.
Yeah. But, you know, it's still good getting it out there because the more people that speak on it, and you could kind of figure out what it is from all the different sides of stories. You feel me? So
Exactly. Which is cool. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
You know, like I told that man, I'm telling you what Paul told me out of his own mouth. He said the reason he didn't fight Floyd because they just couldn't make the fight. He didn't say nothing about ducking. He said Floyd didn't duck me. That man who was on the phone said something totally different. So
yeah,
take it for what you will.
Yeah. And I mean, after breaking down the resume's career and the time frame, it just doesn't seem like you can't be like, oh, Floyd ducked Paul Williams to go fight the biggest fight of his life in Oscar De La Hoya. Like, that just doesn't make sense.
If he did duck Paul Williams to go fight Oscar De La Hoya, that's what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you wasn't gonna become no superstar for beating Paul Williams because Paul Williams wasn't no superstar.
Exactly, and if he only got offered what, $8 million to fight Margarito, which he turned down. That was when Margarito was still champ, like 2 years before Paul beat him. So what would he have gotten paid to fight Paul? Less than 8, for sure.
Yeah, definitely less than 8. Yeah, like I said
like
in the beginning of the conversation. Hold on, like I said in the beginning of the conversation, when that Paul Williams fight came around, Floyd was not no money draw back then. He wasn't no superstar back then. Floyd did not become Floyd until after Oscar De La Hoya.
Facts.
Before Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd couldn't draw flies to shit. We know
he
that.
Still had a little bit of a draw.
Draw flies to shit, Max. He couldn't draw flies to shit.
Wait, hold on. He fought Zab before De La Hoya.
No, he fought Zab after.
Nah, he fought Zab, then he fought Baldomir, then he fought
after.
No, before.
He moved up. His first fight at welterweight was Oscar.
He fought Zab at 140.
No, he didn't. He fought Zab at welterweight.
I got the resume pulled up right here.
He fought Zab at welterweight there, Max. He fought Zab at
Look it up,
welterweight.
Lex. He fought Zab at
Okay,
welterweight.
look, he fought Zab April 06. He fought De La Hoya May 07.
Okay, so he fought Zab a fight before Oscar.
Two
But he
fights,
still
'cause then
wasn't
he
no
fought-
I
superstar.
was just talking
Vladimir.
about the weight. I was just talking about the weight.
He still wasn't no superstar. Is what we trying to tell you. He wasn't no superstar until after Oscar.
No, I agree. He wasn't a superstar. He wasn't a superstar. But I'm saying he was
Yeah, he
still
was not no superstar.
he had pay-per-views already that were selling decently.
I mean, what makes him a superstar though? Because you got to think how much emphasis the fans put in the Jose Castillo fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Diego Corrales and all those people that.
Oh yeah,
he
those were
fought.
great fights. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
He wasn't a
WCS,
superstar.
but after
he beat
motherfucking Oscar, after
He got sell
Oscar,
pay-per-view.
he was a superstar. He was a superstar.
Gotti. People still was.
That
freaking
wasn't no
goddamn,
big fight.
You know,
That
hyped
wasn't
up
no
on
big
Gotti.
fight.
That was a big fight.
That wasn't no
That
big
was
fight.
his
That shit
first
was on HBO. That shit
It
was
was a
on
big
regular
fight, bro.
HBO on a Saturday. That was no pay per
No,
view.
I'm
That
just
was a
saying.
regular.
I'm talking about as
pay-per-view.
far as the opponent.
It's pay-per-view.
Oh,
It's
of course.
pay-per-view.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That wasn't
That was,
pay-per-view.
that was his first pay-per-view fight. That was his first pay-per-view fight.
What the Gotti fight?
Gotti.
Bro,
Yeah.
it was his first pay-per-view there. Sheldon.
Damn, that shit
It was
was
on HBO
that shit was pay per
pay-per-view,
view.
bro.
That shit was
Yeah.
pay per view.
Got-
I thought that
Got-
shit was on,
yeah.
I don't
Come on,
remember.
that was Gotti
No, because
Mayweather,
I don't remember
Bro.
paying for that fight. I thought it was on regular HBO.
You had a
Nah,
fire
everything
stick back
for-
then. You like
No, there wasn't no such thing as a fire stick in 06, nigga.
yeah, it was. You was up there.
No, I
you,
wasn't.
You had the fire stick. You
Hey,
had
there's
the
a
only
black
fire
box.
stick
No,
back then, dog.
There was a
I
black
had
box.
cable TV,
Yeah, it
bro.
was
I
the
had
black
cable
box.
TV.
Yeah, the black box. They had the
I had
scrambler
cable
back
TV.
then.
I ain't had no black box. You had no black box.
The
I had
black
cable
card.
TV. No, I ain't never had no black card. I wish I did.
See, but,
I wish I did.
he fought when he fought Gotti. That was a decent pay-per-view for his first. Sharmba Mitchell, I believe, was a free one. Then it was Zab, which was pay-per-view. Then it was Baltimore.
Yeah, Zab was
then De La
definitely
Hoya.
Yeah, Zab was definitely pay per view.
But I'm saying, look,
I'm
Floyd
just saying,
Mayweather's
I think he was a
fighting
superstar
Zab
already,
Judah.
though.
Floyd Mayweather fought Zab Judah in April of 06. This is around the same time that they're thinking, like, Paul Williams didn't win his first belt until 07. So it's like, when was he supposed to fight Paul? Like,
I mean,
you
you
know
can
what I
be
mean? Like-
somebody. You can be somebody before you pick up your first belt. You can be somebody.
What did I tell you?
You know,
What did I
you
tell
can be
you,
a
Max, in the
dangerous
beginning of the
opponent, you know
conversation?
what I'm saying?
Paul
No, but
told me that Floyd didn't duck him. So really what anyone else has to say, I don't have to listen to, because what Paul said out of his own mouth was Floyd didn't duck him.
yeah. But
Well,
I think,
I'm not gonna
Paul's
get
always
in-
been
I'm
a
not
very
gonna get
humble
in the
guy,
debate.
though.
Look,
Yeah, that's what Paul said,
talks
so.
to people certain ways. I've been to the
Yeah,
I've been to
yeah,
the camp
yeah.
around his people several times. Like he may have told you that because he didn't know you, whatever. But
Yeah.
that's not what I was told, dog. You know what I'm saying? And you can,
Yeah,
you can
Paul's
look
gonna-
at. I got interviews in Paul's gym up there in Augusta.
Oh, I'm not.
You know
No,
what
yeah,
I'm
no,
saying?
no.
Like-
I'm not discounting what you're saying. I'm just telling you what Paul told me. So
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm not
He's
discounting
probably
what
just
you're
giving
saying.
you
bro.
the producer notes. He's probably just giving
Yeah,
you the
yeah.
producer answer.
I'm at a fight. I don't really know the dude. I just walk up to him. We talking. You know, he don't even know me. He gonna tell me what he want to tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He not
I
gonna
mean,
bare
Paul's
his soul to somebody he don't know.
Paul has always been a humble guy in public, though. He's never really been a shit talker. You know, he's not one of them guys. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Behind closed door, though.
Man, if I was in his wheelchair, I'd beat his ass. No, he ain't gonna do all that. That's not Paul.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's not Paul.
Yeah, he ain't doing it.
No,
But
he ain't gonna give you that
I don't
answer
know.
for sure.
Because honestly, both of those myths are just old to me. The Mayweather duck Margarito and Mayweather duck fucking Paul Williams. It's like, bro, they weren't the guys at the time. Like, Mayweather was fighting the actual champs. Why would he go fight the other guys that weren't even champs? So a motherfucker ducked a challenger contender, possible contender, because he went and fought the champion in the weight division.
Well, see, this is the thing, though. It's not like you acting like that has never happened before. That has happened before. It just didn't happen in this case. But that has happened.
Well, okay, so when has it happened that it's a duck to not fight a challenger to fight for the belt in the same weight class?
Marvin Hagler and motherfucking Mike the Body Snatcher McCall.
So
Marvin Hagler ducked the shit out of that man. He didn't
To
want
fight
nothing
who?
to do with the body snatching.
to go fight who?
Fought fucking John the Beast Mugabe. He fought Sugar Ray Leonard. He fought anybody but Mike
But
McCallum.
but that's him defending a title he already has. Right? I'm talking about two challengers. One's getting offered a title shot, but people thinking he's ducking another challenger. Like I'm saying, you don't have the title yet, but you're trying to get it. So you're gonna go fight the guy that got the belt, but people are saying you're ducking someone that doesn't have a belt. I do believe in ducks when you're voluntarily defending your shit. You're like, yep, no, not you. How about you over there? You want? Yeah, for sure. A lot happens all the fucking time. But
Hey, that
I'm saying,
happens.
like when two challengers.
Oh,
happens all the
contenders have
time.
ducked contenders
Yeah.
before. Contenders have ducked contenders before. Now. It's not like it ain't never happened.
But is it? But have they ducked contenders to go get a belt? I understand ducking contender to fight another contender, but how is it a duck when you are fighting the champion at both your guys' weight division?
Because a lot of times, just because the guy has the belt doesn't mean he's the best.
I mean, kind of does.
Not really. Not really. He's just the guy who got the shot first. That don't mean he's the best guy in his division.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say probability wise, it's very rare that doesn't happen. I mean, we have that happening right now at 135, for people that feel that Tank might be the best, which I think he might, but Devin got all the belts. So it's kind of hard to argue still, like at the end of the day, but they're both undefeated. One of them knocks everyone out. So I don't know. That's it, but that's an anomaly. That don't happen too often.
Yeah, it doesn't happen all the time.
But Tank's only doing that because he learned from Floyd.
Yeah, because Tank learned that you don't need the belts to get the money and to be famous.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So it's like
I mean,
it's a fight
isn't
you
that
go
the
through
business of
kind of
boxing though?
path where it goes, you go.
That's
no,
the belts are the sport of boxing.
For the money.
The belts and the medals are for the sport. The fame and fortune, you can do anything. You know what I mean? As long as you can sell a fight, it don't matter. Look at AB. People still think AB got something left. They're buying his pay-per-views. That motherfucker ain't won a fight since fucking, 98. I don't even know. You feel me? Like, but he can sell a fight. You have Ricardo Mayorga, who's like a lovable loser. Like, as long.
What is the business of boxing though? What do you have to do? Is the belts or being able to sell, tickets and put butts in the
That's the
seat?
problem.
Today, it's being able to sell tickets. Today,
it's about selling tickets. So therefore,
business is the entertainment of it. Business.
no, not today. Not today. Not today.
See, that's the difference. People
Not
gotta
today,
make it.
bro.
When you're an amateur and you're a youngin and you in the ring, you're not doing it for the business of it. You're doing it because you want to get that belt. You want to get that medal. You want to win that tournament. You want to exert your dominance. When you go to the open range, when you decide you don't go say, I'm going to get the money. Say, nah, I'm about to go get this biggest fight. I'm about to beat this guy. I'm about to beat that guy. The problem is, at some point in your career, you have to choose a path. You choose a path of being a road warrior, less notable fighter who gets all the fights, but may not have all the money. And this is how they portray it to you. You're not gonna get all the money. But you're gonna get all the fights. You're gonna have the big names on it. You're gonna be known as a great fighter, but you're gonna be punch drunk. You're gonna be worn, beat out. You're gonna have your words slurred, and you're not gonna be driving this Bentley. But you come over here, you get a Rolls Royce, a Bentley. You ain't gotta fight everybody. You gonna get those fights down the road, and that's what they always say. You get it down the road. You get it down the road. You get it down the road. Take care of this one. You get this one later. Take care of this one. Get this one later. And then eventually, you basically sell your soul, or you sell your pride of the fight. You sell your pride for the money.
But that's not the way it goes today. Today, it's all about who sells the most tickets and who's the most popular. That's how it goes.
But that's what I'm saying. They selling the pride.
I agree with
Now
that. It's all about the popularity, bro.
Yeah, and it's starting to change. It's starting to change now, where it's like it don't matter about the belts. It matters about who sells out the most. Who sells out the most? How popular you are. That's what's starting to matter, because that generates dollars. So it still comes back to currency.
Ever since the pay-per-view and TV contracts, I mean, that's where the money really came into play. I mean, when you used to listen to it on the radio, it was just who was the best. Like, it was free radio. But then when you start selling it on TV or selling contracts, it's like, all right, which fighters are going to bring us back our return? Like, you have to, as a business owner, you got to look at it that way. I mean, even if you are the biggest boxing aficionado and you're like, this dude is the purest boxer I've ever seen in my life, if you can't sell him and you're a promoter, it's not going to help you that much to have him on your squad. Yeah.
Today, yeah. In today's boxing, you're absolutely right. I mean, I give you a perfect example. The best guy, the young guy coming up right now, everybody say is Boots Ennis, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that what they say?
So they say.
Boots can't sell shit.
Yeah.
Boots can't sell a motherfucking thing. Unless he gets somebody in there with him that somebody want to see.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of the goats that you consider goats, a lot of them can sell shit, and that's part of the reason the goat. Like, look at the things like people. I think people forget, as great as Ali was, people forget the shit he used to do to sell fights. Like, these motherfuckers are going above and beyond to sell fights.
Well, that was different because Ali,
and that wasn't even pay per view.
It was called closed circuit. It was the same deal. It was called closed circuit because you could go see an Ali fight in the movie theater.
They were doing a whole circuit for before they fight, and they were actually fighting competitive fighters. They weren't saying you didn't have to sell Ali versus Frazier. You didn't have to sell Ali versus Foreman. You gotta sell Shakur versus Yin Yang. You gotta sell that.
Yeah.
See, that's the misconception people have. Ali was on pay-per-view before pay-per-view. It was called closed circuit.
But like, you know, the whole showing up to the house, the casino and gun incident, the Howard Cosell, all the fucking the tours he's going on, press, they don't even do that shit no more. Nowadays they give you a couple fucking advertisers on social media, and then that's it, bro. Like, hope you follow the fighters.
Because they don't want it like that no more. These guys don't have to do that. They don't want it like that no more. They're not chasing nobody down and getting no title shot. They're not trying to do that.
I really think it's just
but what I'm saying, Shelton, is even when the fight is signed and they already started promotion, they're just not promoting as much or the right way anymore. Like Benavidez Plant, that shit was under promoted like a motherfucker. That's why it didn't sell shit, and it was a great fight.
Nobody cared about the fight because nobody knew who they were.
That's what promotion is there for. Put a commercial on everything. Put them on magazine covers. Put them on all the late night shows. Put them on all the kids shows. Like, you have to have them talking.
But that costs money. And they wouldn't have got it back. But the promoters ain't going to invest like that.
The promoters also the manager. The promoters also the paying party. So when the promoters the payee, he says, "Well, listen, I got 30K that I can give you, or 300K that goes into this pot. Let's say the whole thing costs a small number, 300K. I can pay you 200 and then pay the venue the 100 and be done with it, and you promote the shit yourself. Or I can give you 150, pay the vendor 100, and then the other 150, the other 50 goes to promotion. The fighters are taking that portion that normally goes to promoting. You think that air time is free? You think they getting doing those shows for free? Them niggas ain't LeBron. Them niggas ain't fucking what's the other basketball guy? These niggas ain't Tony Romo. They ain't fucking nobody. The boxers show up every once in a while, and only a select few people know who the fuck they are. So they're not getting free publicity. They're not getting free promotion. They're not a household name. Boxing is no longer a household sport.
Well, but that's because when you think about the logistics of it, like we were mentioning the split, right? So if they could get better numbers on their pay-per-view, say if they could find a way to get another 150K, but it's gonna cost them 80K, right? They're really only gonna net that's 70K they're gonna net, or they can just promote you for free on social media, spend 0K and just profit 50K off it instead of 70. So why would they not spend 0, make 50 instead of spend 100 and make 70 back? Like, of course you're going to take.
Of course they're going the social media route, but they're still trying to catch on to the social media. And as you see,
they don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing. They're behind.
And you know what? They're fucking idiots because they won't go hire these young bulls.
Yeah. You see
They
how
won't
long it
hire
took
these
for
young
them
dudes.
to put out Fandora's getting knocked out? It's like I don't know if they didn't want to show it or they just didn't know how to get the shit out there.
Nah, I don't think they wanted to show it too. That was their next big hype, man. But like they need to be getting with these 20-something-year-old TikTokers and shit and figuring out these algorithms and all that shit. They think they know because they're media conglomerate giants, but they don't know shit about social media and how it works. They need to be teaming up, and that's why Ryan and Jake Paul are doing well right now because they're with the younger generation and they know it's social media.
I can't.
It is what it
is. Bring
is.
them nigga names up.
Hey,
but yeah,
it is what it is.
Brand, they already have a market and they sell them.
And I mean, Tank don't do bad on social media, but he don't really like post a lot though. But
yeah,
like, he got decent following.
Tank isn't social media friendly.
All his shit are viral knockouts, so that's how he gets a lot of his shit.
Yeah.
Red light camera ahead. Delete mute memory.
No, you're right about that. You know, all of them are pretty much. You know, they so like that's why fighters like Keyshawn and Chris Colbert, like even though Chris Colbert is some ass, he's gonna be seen as great and he's gonna be seen as popular because he got the loud, colorful hair that catches your eye. You remember that he got some crazy color hair fighter. Oh, okay. So now that's visual recognition, right? Then he's very vocal. So that's now hearing wise, you hear him, right? Audio recognition. You know, you hear his name, you hear his voice, boom. So you can put a face to the name, you put a voice to it because you heard him say some wild shit, and now you're like, oh, okay, he must be good. Because the casual ain't gonna know that the dude is not as good as he portrays to be. But then you got other fighters like Wilder, who everyone talks about, and because everyone talks about him, he's seen as popular, he can still sell. There's no reason why Wilder's still selling the way he can sell. There's no reason. No fucking reason why. But because his name is in everybody's mouth, he's in every household, he's selling.
Who you talking about? Wilder?
Yeah.
That's also because he knocks all them cans out too.
Yeah,
viral knockouts. Viral knockouts.
He got viral knockouts that made the casuals love him and talk about him. So now he has okay, let's take him because everybody gets sensitive about him. Adrian Broner. People gonna tune in to Adrian because he makes
viral interviews.
Social media. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you were saying, Max, he's using social media as a marketing tool, as a presentation of his he leverages relationships. Like the way he goes on tour, the way he's on $1 million a game. Mike Tyson Hotbox. You know what I'm saying? Breakfast Club. He's on these podcast audio versions, Spotify shows that people are actually listening to. Nobody watches TV no more. I know. Listen, I don't give a fuck about an interview with Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman is old as fucking. What's the dude? The old white guy, Dick Van Dyke. That's what he is to me. Nobody gives a fuck what you gotta say or care or listen to you because you ain't shit.
But see, that's you. You gotta understand. There's more boxing fans than young dudes and people that's on YouTube. It's people all over the world that listen to that dude.
The casual.
And that's who you need. And that's who you need to make these fights big. Because the casuals buy the tickets. A lot of us YouTube niggas just talk a bunch of shit and go stream the shit and not even go to it. Them casuals gonna show up.
The casuals are the one. I mean, the casuals are not gonna watch Max Kellerman. They're like, oh, who is this guy? Okay, whatever. Oh, that's the guy that talks on First Take. Well, what is he talking about? Boxing? I don't know about that. And they walk on. Then you got
some of them will stick around, especially if it's somebody he talking about that they know. Because there's only a few of these motherfuckers that they know.
We're talking about someone who doesn't know. So the church, I hate to bring this up. So the Christian church has the same problem. They haven't had any the new membership enrollments into the Christian church numbers have dropped drastically. I think they're bringing in less than 80% of what they normally had brought in. Right, new membership has fallen. So the new individual who knows nothing about boxing the same way has fallen. They run into that fucking monkey ass UFC.
That's what they like. I mean, that's what they like.
No. That's what they see.
That's what they like, though. They like it. And when they see it, they like it.
If you put great boxing fights on, and they in front of your face, and you put UFC fight on, it's in front of your face, you're going to go to boxing first. First of all, boxing had the better production for years. UFC
but you gotta remember this. But you gotta remember this: the great fights that you want to see, the great fights that you want to see in boxing are going to be on pay-per-view. Whereas it's UFC, you can get a great fight on regular TV.
That's what I'm agreeing to. That's what I'm agreeing to.
Yeah, yeah, you can get a great UFC fight on regular TV, and you can watch the UFC 2, 3, 4 times a week.
You see that OG? Put that ass to sleep.
Oh, here you go with that bullshit.
And that's on Crip right
here. Here you go.
That's
here you go.
Put that ass to sleep,
That's what she's supposed to do, man. That's what she's supposed to do.
Yeah, you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But you can see great. You can see UFC. The thing with the UFC is they all over the place. And they got a bigger platform. Yeah. Boxing is a niche sport right now. You know that, right?
Well, no, they bullied their way into boxing's space. Boxing had that space, and they kept fucking up.
No, they didn't bully. They didn't bully boxing to give us what we wanted.
No, boxing. They took boxing. Once they took boxing off of network TV, boxing died. That's what they did. That's what happened.
This is what I see it as. You remember being on, I don't know if y'all been through this, but you be on the block and you try and make some sales, you try and make some money, but the old heads at the block sold up. Nobody trying to cop while they out there. And then they go to the club, now you out there. You know what I'm saying? You getting it off, and you coming out with the best that you got. So then when they when they come back from the club, the next day they outside, you back down the street waiting. And you just keep catching them. Every time you go out, you out there. You taking this spot, you standing, I got it. Eventually, the customers gonna come down there to you. They're gonna be like, well, shit, I'm going down to little homie because he ain't treating me this way. His shit hitting better, and he doing 3 for 15.
Exactly.
So that's what happened with boxing and MMA.
Took up the space that boxing had because boxing left.
They kept taking. Oh, y'all gonna drop this? We got that. Y'all gonna drop it? All right, we got that. And now eventually, the casual fan is like, because the boxing was so cocky. Oh, we don't care about the casual fan. We're doing fine.
They stepped in the space, and now they really finna blow up. They really finna fucking blow up, partnering with the WWE. They really finna blow up now.
Yeah. But it's saying, they're like, oh, we doing this for the true boxing fans. The true boxing, whatever you call it. The red-blooded fans. The people that really support the fight. We don't care about those casual fans. I heard Floyd say that. The casual fans don't have to know. I know. The people who really know boxing knows. Man, if you don't shut the fuck up, the niggas that smoke.
But the people who really know boxing, like, I ain't gonna say they really do, but the people who say they really know boxing.
The clubbers that only get high on the Fridays, tell the truth. The clubbers that only pull up on a block on the Fridays, they're the ones that spend the most.
Yeah, because they're not trying to come back out.
There you go. So y'all keep fucking with that, but they kept talking about, we don't care about the casual.
But
we don't care about the
that's because if you're a diehard, you're trying to see everything, and people don't got the money for everything. You know what I mean? So if you're a casual, you come around 2-3 times a year to watch a fucking fight, and it's going to be the biggest fights of the year.
But you don't
exactly.
Throw away,
and you're gonna buy that shit.
You don't throw away that money though.
But as far as a purist, we get so angry at boxing for not giving us the fights we want that sometimes when we get them, we say, "Fuck that! I ain't gonna pay you for this shit. You made me wait 5 years, motherfucker!" Like,
and that's the whole thing. That's the only problem I have. That's the only problem I have. You don't want to people who say they love the sport and they trying to keep the sport going, but you don't even go to fights or you stream all the fights. You're not even trying to help the sport.
Yeah, I mean, for me, sometimes it's like when the streaming comes, the times I do buy it, like when I bought Benavidez and Plant, right? Because one, I felt like majority of those fights are 50-50s or well-matched fights. It wasn't a showcase of the shit we've been watching. And I was like, and at the same time, the one thing that always happens, if you're a person that streams a lot, you go, This fight's so big, I don't want to take the chance that I miss a moment. That there's a buffer, a pop-up. I can't miss that one punch if it happens. And that's why we buy it. And that's when you buy it. But a fight's got to give you that feeling where you feel almost as nervous as the fighter going into it. Like when John Jones came back against Cyril Gane, even though I knew he was going to win, I was still on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, I'm not missing that fight. You're right. That's why I paid $125 for it.
So you broke up a little bit, LG.
I said that's why I paid $125 for it, because it was John Jones.
Probably me.
You heard me?
Time this shit keep going on, bro.
You heard me?
He's trying to give me Wi-Fi from hella far away and shit. Yeah, it's always trash. Xfinity Wi-Fi is always trash.
Yo,
shit, dog. I'm about to just probably. I got paid.
What up, Shelter?
Hey, what's up, bro?
I just paid off. Traded in to get
what up?
20.
Weirdo, what's up with it?
Same old shit, different day, bro. I just saw you guys were online,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Ah.
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
We doing, man. Just taking a little break.
Okay. At the G-Job, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gotta get it, baby. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, man. It's hot today, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Nice day, though. Been raining for 2 weeks. We need some sun.
Yeah, man. Got any good fights this weekend or what?
What's this? The 16th?
Is Rakhimov this weekend or next weekend? The Cordina Rakhimov fight. I think I might have cut off.
Yo, I'm gonna end this joint, then I'm gonna come back in like an hour.
All right, pimp.
Nigga, would you tell you to end it? Nigga, we cooking.
Hey, listen, I'm about to go live on Instagram. Hey, I'm about to go live on Instagram real quick, and then I'm gonna come back over here.
All right.
Peace. Piro, we about to be back in an hour.